fearless pirates. They fight upon the sea, and notorious they shall be. They sail for gleaming gold, and with glory and for fame. Any foe who meets them wouldn't dare to speak their name.
Oh, to battle we sail, for fortune and victory, or death if we fail. Yo-ho, all to see, for riches or ruin in the notorious arena league.
Be notorious, so notorious, notorious arena league. Will you drink from the winners in the notorious arena league?
All right, everybody, and welcome to the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh, yeah! As always, I'm your host, Ray Strux, and joining me today, the one and only Hagan.
Hello everybody, welcome to the Notorious Arena League.
All right, well, guys, today is the real deal, the start of league play for EU. We've seen a lot of scrims, and that's all fine and all, but who will shine when the pressure is on? We'll find out today. We have 8 games for today's show, 4 from the semi-pro division and 4 from the pro division. We will be seeing the semi-pro playing first. And if you guys are curious about who's playing in the semi-pro, we can definitely find that out a couple ways. First, we got actually the recommended way. If you guys want to keep track of things like this on your own, would be to actually check us out on our website, notoriousarenaleague.com. Let me take you guys there. Hey, thank you so much for the sub. So right on our homepage, you can check out the EU standings. You see it broken up there, Pro Division and Semi-Pro. So as you can see, it's the Sea Raiders, Bathos Crew, Mash Piratos, Naglfar, and Born on Boat. Those are the 5 teams that will be playing during the first 4 games of today's stream. If you're hunting down for that Obsidian Capstan, you'll be happy to know that, yes, as always, we have our giveaway right at halftime, so make sure you don't miss that opportunity right between the semi-pro division and the pro division, so right between game 4 and game 5. You won't want to miss it. And in case this is your first time watching the NAL and you're unsure about the league format, let's go over that real quick. The NAL season is broken up into 5 stages. We've already gone through the qualifier. That's where we took the 12 teams that applied for Season 2 of the EU NAL, and we narrowed it down to 10 teams. Then we've already gone through the Brawl. This was 2 weeks of play where the 10 teams fought together to qualify for either the Pro Division or the Semi-Pro Division. And now we are entering the 3rd stage, the League Play. And really the story of League Play is all about the path to the Grand Finals. The top 3 teams from the Pro Division. So basically 3 weeks are played. There are 3 weeks of league play. At the end of the 3 weeks, the top 3 teams from Pro Division will enter into the Grand Finals. That's what everyone wants. That's the best path to the finals. And then Team 4 and 5 from Pro Division, they will have to go through the Round of Fate. That is where the top 3 teams from the Semi-Pro Division will meet them in a standalone series of 7 games. At the end of those 7 games, the top 2 teams will secure the last 2 spots in the Grand Finals. And then Grand Finals, standalone series of 7 matches. At the end of the night, the team with the most points wins. And throughout tonight's matches, teams will be earning points based on this table that you're seeing right here. First place getting 9 points, second 7 points, third 5, and so on, as you can see. So that is super exciting. Now going back, a little bit more focus in the actual teams that are going to be playing today. Let me show you guys semi-pro standings, so you see right before we start how things will be, and actually shows you who's playing on which team too. And there you have it, guys. So something about Sea Raiders, an amazing team from Italy. You can see all those players there. Stonk's amazing border recently. Serdad has been great on wheel. They've been trending up. Sea Raiders, the team to watch out. They've definitely been trending upwards. And then Bafo's crew, they are also trending upwards. We're so happy that their last performance was probably the best performance that they've had in a while. And if they keep that up, they're going to be a real threat to all of these teams tonight. And Mash Piratos, the team from the Czech Republic, the original Pirates as I call them. Because in case you didn't know, hello in Czech is ahoy. So they say the pirate words every day. And then Naglfar, actually representing from the official Sea of Thieves Italy community. They are definitely looking to leave their mark tonight. They got a lot of support for sure. And that means also a lot of pressure to perform. And then finally, Born on Boat from the French community as well. Super excited to see them. This is a great chance because, you know, anytime you play, if you make a mistake and you start falling behind the table, you know, obviously that's discouraging. But we do have point resets throughout the season, and this is one of those. You know, the start of league play, everyone starts at 0, so it's a chance. At this point, right now, no one has made any mistakes. I think there's something super special about that. The chance for all of these teams to just play their perfect game. But of course, as we shall see tonight, some teams will have their perfect game, but others will have the opposite. Who will it be? That's what we're gonna find out. That's what we're gonna find out.
Can't wait to find out, actually.
Yeah, matches are scheduled to start in 7 minutes, guys. It's gonna be intense. And then if you're wondering again, who's playing on the pro? Easy peasy, we are gonna have quite the show there. Chaos Corsair, the team with the biggest history from the official Sea of Thieves Italy community. They're looking to pick up an NAL title. They already have the Sea of Champions victory under their belt, but we'll see. And then of course, look at that, Hostile. This team has been extremely good lately. We'll see if they pick it up. Odin's Wrath, you might notice they have updated their logo and it's really showing off their victory in the NAL. So they've got the 1 cup to represent. They are the returning champions. They've already claimed the ultimate prize of being the best crew on the seas. Will they do it again? And then back to Skull. It's the team that so many people thought were going to win Season 1. It was just 1 point that made that difference between Odin's Wrath and Back to Skull. And then finally Stuka, team from Russia. They practice every single day. They're super good. And it's no surprise to see them right here in the Pro Division. It's going to get real exciting. 6 minutes. And if you got to get some food, if you got to go to the bathroom, if you got to do any of that, you better do it now. Because once the action starts, you won't want to leave. Just checking up on our lobbies. See.
Yeah, for now they're not in the lobbies yet. They're just waiting on the waiting screen. So yeah, we're good. Only on the crew screen.
By the way, guys, the prize pool for EU NAL is currently $200 US, that is coming from you guys, from the community support. Whenever you donate to the NAL, 75% of your donation goes straight to the prize pool, and 25% goes towards improving the league, keeping things running, improving the experience for the viewers, for the players, for the staff, for everybody. I got some big plans for next week's broadcast. I don't know if you guys tuned in for yesterday where we had week 2 of League Play for NA, but we had some amazing improvements in terms of the production, amazing team intros and all of that. You can expect to see that next week. I'll be very happy to bring the EU to that level. And of course, going forward, every single NAL season will be at that level or higher. For sure. I will say even higher. We're always looking to improve.
Oh, I'm sure it will be higher. It's only getting better each season.
Each season goes better, for sure, yeah. And I want to give a huge shout out to Gatas and the official Sea of Thieves friends. Their production with Skullball has been a huge inspiration for me to elevate the production here in the NAL. And that is awesome. And that means I respect that so much. I'm a huge fan of the Skullball. So as soon as we find out more details with Skullball, you can expect to hear a lot about that stuff too here in the NAL broadcast, because actually I'm sure a lot of the teams will want to play and get involved in that too. We have a lot of action for NAL all the way through to the end of November actually. So let me show you. If you guys are wondering about the rest of the season, you can go to our website again and you click on the schedule. It'll take you to our calendar. You can see we normally have scrim nights for EU on Wednesdays. We have scrim nights for NA on Fridays. You can see the 3 weeks of league play that I mentioned. It's all scheduled out. And if you go to the month of November, you know, it all culminates there. NA Grand Finals, November 14th, and EU Grand Finals, November 29th. It's going to be insane. And then I've been teasing it. December is going to be the off season. We're going to have all those little suggestions, the twists that you guys have been wanting to see, some special events that will be coming in December. So make sure you stand by for that. But yeah, see some excitement for Skullball in the chat. And I definitely share the sentiment. They are very, very good. So I gotta say, man, this is gonna be crazy. Like yesterday, we saw both lobbies, both the pro and semi-pro, were really evenly matched. I think we're gonna see some of the same today from EU. Just really evenly matched lobbies. It's gonna be hard for anyone to really get ahead, and I guess we shall see. I guess we shall see. This is actually an exciting thing. I believe, maybe I am wrong, but I believe it's the first time that Hostile will fight against Chaos Corsair. So
that might be the first time, yeah.
So that is definitely on my mind. Alpha saying, can you guys upload the NAL intro song to YouTube? You know what? That's a good idea. That's definitely a good idea. We'll do that. But if you can't wait, there is a way you can listen to it on your own as well. So if you go on our website in the home page, let me show you, notoriousarenaleague.com. We have this little banjo here, and if I lower the music and I click on that banjo, oh, I love it. By the way, I wrote this first part.
By the way, maybe one of the questions everybody has.
Yep.
Maybe one of the questions that everybody has is, will you play ukulele tonight?
Oh, yes.
Oh, that question.
You know, that's a good question. Yeah. Oh, I think that the answer will be yes. We'll play some ukulele today. We actually started taking requests for ukulele stuff in the NAL Discord. So if you want to see me play some of your favorite songs, go in there. I already started getting a lot of requests, so for next week I'll have selected a song from there and I'll play it on the stream for sure.
Don't give him like too hard.
I just
Like,
started playing uke. I have less than 1 year. I have less than 1 year experience on uke, but I love it.
He's doing great, but don't give him like too much of a hard time. That would be mean.
Yeah. Thank you for being so considerate. I've already gotten some pretty hard ones. I mean, the first song that was submitted in that channel, I'm like, yeah, I'm probably not.
Oh yeah.
So Killswitch.
Yeah.
Killswitch says, how many games tonight? There will be 8 games tonight. 4 games from the semi-pro and 4 games from the pro division. And we're loading in. Whoa, Sophie, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks a lot. Wow.
No, well, let's see his message. Wife took the debit and credit card from me, so I don't OD. I feel horrible with 3 bits. Don't worry, Sophie. Anything is good, man. We take any love we can get. You guys are the lifeline of the NAL. It's a huge production to put this event on, but as long as people continue to show up and appreciate that stuff, and as long as there are teams out there on the seas that want to show to us all that they are the best, we will continue to bring you guys the action. What do you think we should start on for game number 1? I think we should do Bafos.
That could be a good idea, actually.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
I'm very excited for Bafos. They had
started yet, but
the last time we saw them, it was their best performance ever. So the Bafos crew today could be very huge.
But what I love about today, it's starting, but what I love is that it's like every team getting back to 0 and they all have their chance.
Yeah, exactly. No one's made any mistakes.
Best.
Right now, no one's made a single mistake yet. So, how long will that last for? I guess a few more seconds, then we'll see the first mistake. Let's go, guys. Game 1. Let's do this.
Exactly. Let's go and show the best team win.
Dai ragazzo!
May the best team win. Starting with Bafos crew.
Aspetta prima la tempesta.
A little trouble with the top right perspective. Is it also cutting in and out for you?
Yeah, it's laggy on mine. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Siamo all'angolo destro.
So, playing for Bafos today, we got Asmo, Vive, Prototype, Yanto, and Maghetto. Maghetto is the one, the top right. It's kind of laggy perspective, so we probably see a lot more first person from, or just of one person from them. Let's put Asmo as the helm. Get a little better view. And I understand a little Italian. Sinistra means the shots left. And let's go. So far, Born on Boat and Sea Raiders getting on the scoreboard. We'll see if this shot's hit from Bafos. Looks a bit high. But they're getting closer, so they'll probably find their shots here soon. And they're spawning right beside the Sea Raiders, guys. So in the NAL, the spawns you get in the first game are consistent throughout the series. So we know the rest of the series, if both teams go and just drop sail, Bafos will always have that broad against the Sea Raiders on their left side. Oh, I think Bafos got the outside spawn, so they're probably pretty happy about that. People usually like that.
Oh yeah.
But they have to watch out on the island.
I mean, they don't want to run in it.
Yeah,
Tira, tira,
okay.
tira, tira,
They
tira,
might be
tira,
getting sandwiched here between Sea Raiders and other.
Qualcuno
Yeah.
sotto, qualcuno sotto.
I would just take the broad with Sea Raiders on the right.
Sparate a destra, spara a destra, spara a destra.
That's exactly
Yeah.
what they're doing.
Yeah, I hear Destra. Let's
Oh.
see here.
Vengo,
Sea Raiders back and forth here. This is huge. At this range, they gotta be focusing the top line, the cannon shots.
vengo, vengo, vengo.
Let's go over to the Sea Raiders.
Vengo, vengo, vengo.
How will they capitalize on this? They seem to have gotten the initiative. Oh my, already main mast, front mast down for Bafos. I wonder how it's looking for the back mast. One person dead on board. Stonk's going for a board. Captain Benzino, thank you so much for the host. Really appreciate it. One of the best friends of the NAL, Captain Benzino. Oh, they still have their back mast to support them. Stonks has died. And slowly but surely, the Sea Raiders creeping to the left, trying to get that cannon angle. And you better believe it, as soon as they get it, that backmast is probably going down too. But as long as Bafos is not anchored, they can still rotate on the axis and do something. That's why probably why Stunks went for it. This is a huge farm situation going on right now for the Sea Raiders.
It is,
oh my!
yeah.
They went. The top
the
top
close one.
person went for the kill with the cannon. You see?
Yeah, I saw it.
Stonks.
Like he was.
And Stonks is
tried
going
it.
for another board too. They understand.
Get it?
Yes, like Sea Raiders knows if they can get that board. Hey Floyd, thank you so much. Really appreciate the
Oh,
support.
Stonk is down. Stonk is down.
Yeah, but I wonder if the
And
anchor's down.
I think the anchor is down.
Yeah,
Looks
so-
like, because they're not moving at all.
Yeah, so now Sea Raiders can just go around, get on the blind side of Bafos and farm, which is, you know, already very fruitful for the Sea Raiders. And at this point, it's really on the people on the lobby to recognize the farm going on. Oh, they counterboard. Janto.
Oh! Counterboard and the anchor is down. Well played.
Janto is still alive. See if they're trying to get him below deck. He's running around. Oh, here's the sword. Finally, they take him
Oh,
down.
he's down.
But the anchor's down. So both teams are anchored. But look at this though. They are anchored, but
Yes,
they have
Sea Raiders
perfect
still have the
angle. Perfect.
Perfect angle. They can even shoot on the anchor
Yeah.
when they're
Okay.
trying.
Bafos
Oh,
has gone
and
down. And
Bafos just gone down.
I think you could make the argument that it took too long for Bafos to call the scuttle on that one, because
Oh yeah.
they were. I mean,
Yeah.
they got harmed a lot. But let's go over to Born on Boat, because despite all that from the Sea Raiders, it's actually Born on Boat who are at the top right now. Let me see if I can figure out what's going on with the audio for them.
Yeah, I don't have any audio either. But
Bottom
they can
perspective.
see
The
that
bottom one has.
they're running
Mettez-vous
right
à
in
l'avance.
Nagelfall.
Part de cette merde.
Oh yeah,
And Gideon Resi is down.
they got Nagelfar in a pretty complicated
Well,
situation.
Jaune,
here,
jaune,
but-
droite, droite, droite,
Yeah.
droite.
Definitely is. I mean, just running into each other.
J'arrive, hein, je respawn.
Yeah, we'll see.
What?
Here comes the Match Piratos. And right now they
Match
got
Piratos.
0 points, so they definitely need to make this count. But Born on Boat are getting shots first.
Je suis les gars.
Oh! Nagelfall getting shots from the
non,
back
jaune.
of Born and Boats.
Oh, yeah,
Allez,
Born
It
on
might
Boat.
be a little bit sandwiched
I
there.
think they lost all their masks. Let's go check out the Match Piratos.
Oh yeah,
Oh no, they still have their back mast.
backmast. Yeah.
Yeah, Nagelfar has one. Yeah, the back mast still there. Only 2 members on the ship right now, and the ship is sailing blindly. They're working on the revive. It's so nice to see how everyone's kind of mastered the grade bucketing now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's really cool to see.
became natural to most people. It's not surprising anymore to see people doing that. But it's so efficient that yeah, you cannot panic yourself to not do it.
Yeah, absolutely. Now Sea Raiders has retaken the top while they're back and forth.
Oh, Mash Piratas are in a bad situation so far. 2 are bailing, but
Yeah.
it's just enough to keep them not sinking.
Yeah, they need to make this work here. I mean, if they sink again, that's gonna send them right back to 0 points. So far, Bafos and Mash Paratos having a difficult time. But here comes. This is a great angle now for Mash Paratos on the Mornon boat. But
Yeah, but since they're repairing, so they're kind of... Yeah, that's bad.
They should probably look for...
Boat.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we are.
Unfortunately,
That's,
the angle won't last too long.
Exactly.
They have to worry about the red too. Going right into the
And the
red.
wheel is broken, so they might have some trouble getting out, even though they're quite hurt.
Let's check out Naglfar. Looks like they've
Non so
got
se gliel'ho preso.
a farm going on. Oh, they're actually picking up on Mornon boat as they were getting out of the red. They're now dealing with the Naglfar broadside. 3 on cannons, very impressive.
Devo ricaricare.
Man, they really have Mornon boat completely in a bad situation. And
Perdiamo bordata.
7
perdiamo
minutes.
bordata.
Oh, they're thinking of boarding.
Giù davanti, Doge.
Io ci sono io.
Pago, ok, cannonate. Continuate, ragazzi.
Salgo.
This is crazy. I mean, if somebody doesn't put a stop to this, Naglfar could win the entire game.
Stanno tirando sul il davanti,
Yeah,
il
like they're
centrale,
farming
volevo
them
dire.
good, and
Continuate, continuate.
I'm wondering why like Bonon boats aren't like setting sails
Ho
with
le
the
blunder.
backmast.
Ho le blunder.
That is so true, right? It looks, unless,
Because,
you know what, it's
yeah.
probably broken. It's probably just not letting
Yes,
them repair.
Sto lanciando.
True, but they're not
No,
shooting at it,
vabbè.
and
Giù la maestra,
I mean,
dobbiamo lasciare
this
you
is
see some
crazy.
people on the cannons on this side
Scendo
of
giù,
Bonon
per dare
boats, so
un'occhiata.
Niente, è caduto.
Yeah, I mean,
maybe
literally,
they're trying to get an angle.
Riparatelo.
Naglfar has climbed so much from this broadside.
Cannoni
But the
sinistro,
Sea Raiders
sicuro,
are
non te ne
entering the
dà, però non
picture
lo
now. They've identified the situation, and they're applying pressure on Naglfar now. Mornon boat also has managed to raise their mast and drop 2 sails. Oh, and Mash,
Bafo is actually going on Naglfar.
yeah, this is crazy. Let's go Bafos. They have a pretty good broadside on Naglfar right now. They need to climb for sure. 6 minutes to go. And that's crazy because you know what? It's easy to criticize maybe Mornon boat for not scuttling against Naglfar there. But I mean, look where they are.
Yeah, they're still like,
They're first.
at the
I mean,
first
they
position.
literally, and they
Oh.
managed to stabilize.
and Naglfar just went down.
Now here comes the Bafos picking up on the Mornon boat. Yeah, Naglfar went down. We'll see if Mornon boat can get out of this one because we know for sure they've got to be hurting. They've got to be. I mean, they just barely
Exactly.
managed to raise their masts.
It's quite a strong broadside from Bafo's crew, I mean. Oh, they're losing the angle, that's
Yeah. Let's,
maybe too much else.
oh wow, this is crazy because it doesn't look like the situation is that bad on Mornon boat in terms of repairs. They still have 2 cannons.
C'est grâce, hein.
That's amazing. They actually managed to get out of that. But Sea Raiders,
De
oh,
l'autre côté, on aura un angle ici.
Ok, j'arrive, je
they
recule.
keep on farming it. They're finding their shots. I think that's Mash Paratos that they're playing against there.
Might be, yeah, I cannot see the sails. I think it is. Actually, it looks, yeah, it's yellow, yeah. It's Mash Piratos. And Mash Piratos in a little bit of trouble since the on the left you can see that Sea Raiders are getting them, and on the right it's Bonon boats. 1 mast
Oh.
down.
Yeah, a complete sandwich going on.
Oh yeah, they're in the middle of 3 boats, 3 ships.
With 4 minutes remaining, it's really hard to tell who's gonna win this one. Sea Raiders and Mornon boat are both very close in points, and they're farming the same ship. Uh-oh.
But you only need a good farm and you can go from the last position to
But
the
look at
first.
this. Look at this now, though. Look at this. Sea Raiders is going
Je suis là, je suis là.
for the broadside with Mornon boat. But Mornon boat has the shots. I mean, Sea Raiders is sailing into the broadside. Literally sailing into the broadside. This, in theory, should give the
Oh.
game to Born on Boat.
Will they get the mast? Oh yeah, the middle mast might go down.
Let's see.
Oh, they
They
got
did.
the front mast.
Front
They got the
mast down.
mast, but
They're
not
about to get
the
rammed. Oh, somebody did sticky keys. What is this? Uh-oh.
Ils sont ultra bas.
Oh, and the middle mast is down now from Sea Raiders.
Remontez vers l'avant, s'il vous plaît.
And the Mash Piratas getting the fight.
Yeah, Mash Piratas are coming in. They are third-partying this engagement here. And this could actually see them overtake Naglfar maybe for third if they get the most points out of this. They just have to work on not losing angle. You know, they're getting the initial position, but then they lose the broadside angle too fast. But Born on Boat, they are still applying that pressure. It's just unrelenting pressure on the Sea Raiders.
Sea Raiders became a good farm for the bottom boats, but they cannot scuttle because they would be too close to Naglfar.
Sophie with the $10 donation. She got the cards, but I Google Pay for the win. Dude, that's hilarious, man. Thank you so much for the support.
On les bombarde là.
Oh man, he says thank you to all the players, casters, and for the chat as well. Thank you to all.
Thank you, boys. Love you.
Rage, I needed to say we're having a good old slobber knocker. I'll do a better job in between games. I'll go for a funny funny voice.
Oh.
Putain, mais j'ai des bugs.
Anyways, yeah, we still see. I mean, this one, the Sea Raiders.
Essaie d'aller chez les verts.
I mean, when they turn into that Born on Boat broadside, that pretty much sealed the deal for Born on Boat to win this one.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely did. I mean, they got 2,000 points from that strong broadside.
Yeah.
That
On perd l'angle.
Yeah, they're
Sea
breaking
Raiders get them.
Non, pardon, on récupère. mais,
Oh, and actually, like,
a board.
pense
Board
que
bar,
attempt.
yeah, trying to board.
Well, let's check out the Sea
That
Raiders'
might be
perspective. We'll see if they can catch it. We don't have a perspective from him, so
con una cannonata.
see if they get boarded. Yeah, they did.
Oh,
They're
they did.
Yeah, they got
did.
it.
Oh, yeah.
They got boarded.
And oh no,
They
they got
took
him.
it. Yeah,
okay,
they-
so that was fast. Actually, good reaction from them.
Yeah, they did.
Vas-y, faites-les, faites-les.
Less than a minute to
Tirez
go.
fort, vas-y, allez-y.
First place looks pretty good for Born on Boat, who's already broken the 10K mark.
Let's go.
Second for Sea Raiders. Well, I mean, if they don't sink, they should probably have this.
Je vais peut-être prendre la prio. Non, c'est bon.
Seems
Non, de
about
toute façon, on passe devant, mais.
pretty determined early on, and really good
Yeah.
performance from Born on Boat.
Je te commande.
I mean, that was. I'm still very impressed. They had all their mess down, and they got out
Yeah,
of there.
exactly.
They got out of
They
there.
got
They
out of
didn't
there.
sink.
Non, 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 je fais les refuel.
They didn't sink, and then they got first.
J'y vais sur
Not
en
long
fait,
after
là,
that,
j'ai
they got
pardon,
first.
Ça
It
fait un peu
was
chier quand même.
really good. And here comes
Oh,
Stonks.
you
yeah,
got
yeah.
a boarded
Il
tank.
est là.
Oh,
J'ai été éjecté. Un mec à l'échelle.
Stonks is on.
À gauche, gauche, gauche.
Il s'est pris un coup.
Anchor's going down for Born on Boat. Stonks is still alive.
Il est sur moi. Ah ouais,
Actually
mais-
picks
Oh.
up the kill,
C'est win.
but the game is
Ah.
over,
Vite.
and it's a victory
is
for
over.
Born on
Au
Boat.
moment, les violets,
Well
j'ai mis
played.
4 hits sur.
I think
Sur
it's
les- sur les mecs
I
qui
hear
sont
from
avec
people when
14
they win the
Putain, mais
like
mec,
lottery
je
things.
vais
It's
même
like
de sniper, trop long,
Garnier,
c'est
Garnier. I don't know how to say it though.
Oh, Gagné, yes, it's one. Yeah, that's
Okay.
exactly it. You're getting a
Nice.
lot of vocabulary now.
Congratulations, Born on Boat.
Ah, non, du coup.
Now let's check it out. We'll see the standings. It'll be exactly as the table that I showed you guys in the beginning, but let's do this.
That's only for the first game.
Only for the first game. Yeah. So there we have it. Born on Boat currently with 9 points at the top. Sea Raiders with 7. Naglfar third with 5 points. Smash Paratos with 3. And Bafos in 5th with 2. The next game of the semi-pro division will be coming to you guys shortly. And now it gives me time to go for a real good thing here. Rage, I need to say we're having a good old slobber knocker. Slobber knocker. Slobber knocker. Okay. And welcome, guys. This is the Notorious Arena League, and we are having a good old slobber knocker. I hope you like that one. I'm not sure what. I think that I'd like to imagine I know what it means, but I'm not sure.
I'm not sure either, so I wouldn't judge anything.
Sophie's happy. Sophie's happy. That's awesome. Anyways, let's keep an eye on those lobbies. We don't want to miss any of the action. We'll be starting with Born on Boat for game 2. I gotta say, you know, both Born on Boat and Sea Raiders doing so well.
Yeah,
I think we're gonna be seeing a lot more from Born on Boat, because this is the first time for them playing in the NAL. But so far, it's very impressive what they're doing. Very, very
they
impressive.
actually played very well. Like the way they didn't like scuttle and turned
Yeah.
back into the game, that was quite amazing. But I didn't quite understand like the way Sea Raiders just went right in the broadside of Born on Boats. Like
Yeah.
I mean,
they'll,
pretty much sealed the game.
yeah, they'll definitely be reviewing that, and they'll identify as the moment that really kind of changed
Exactly.
things, because they were pretty tied. Like they were pretty close, and we always look at the games as having two halves. The first half is about scoring as many points as possible, and the second half is about kind of targeting your way up the scoreboard so that you can get first at the end of the day. But anyways, game 2 is starting, guys. So let's
Game
go.
2. Let's go.
Tiens, on l'a félicité sur une blague, tu vois, c'est bon, on a perdu.
Ouais, mais franchement, pour aujourd'hui, je dis plus rien à Rosier.
Parce que franchement, il en a fait une, elle est pas mal.
Non, celle de tout à l'heure, elle était
Tyler
vraiment-
Daddy
Ça va,
just
il
said
aura
like
des-
Hagen is so
aussi,
critical in
j'aurais
his
aimé la faire.
analytics.
C'est vrai?
Well,
Oh,
yes, I
vraiment,
am.
pas la
But,
bonne
well,
idée, les gars.
Ah, déjà, c'est pas toi qui-
I know that like all the teams are just
C'est pas toi qui
reviewing
utilise
each
genre-
VOD,
Toi, t'es
like
rien,
from
toi,
all
t'es
the
un
teams,
canon,
and
t'es un-
so that
Ouais, allez, la tire, concentre-toi,
maybe
focus,
most
regarde,
people
parce qu'on
don't
gagne
know
la
that,
première,
but
on en
they
a
spend a
trois
lot of
autres.
time
Ok,
analyzing
ouais, ouais,
what
c'est
other teams do to see what they can take from them and all that. And I see that quite amazing, like the how
Monsieur
some
le barreur.
teams are just like implicated into the NAL, just getting better.
À défaut de toucher la barre.
Oh yeah, I mean it's really amazing what they're doing. I saw Born on Boats gets the first shots of the game.
Les verts.
Putain, y'en a qui charbonnent là, c'est qui les rouges?
Ouais, mais c'est le début, gros.
You know, this past week I got a message from one of the teams. I'm not gonna say who.
Est-ce qu'il y en a un qui
But
peut tirer sur
they literally
la droite,
told me,
avec moi?
we're not stopping
Sorry,
until
take
we
your
we win 4 titles. That means
Oh, okay,
that
okay.
that means there are teams out here in the NAL right now playing who they don't just want to win, they want to be the greatest team in NAL history. And of course, right now we say that's QRF, they've won 3 times.
Mec, genre, on est genre
You win
chaque
4
côté,
times though,
on va lancer
boom,
la sauce.
you take
Les
that
gars,
spot
c'est
now.
pas doucement, mais on perd.
Ouais, mais y a
Born
la
on Boat
Rosier.
doing very well right now. It looks like they're getting the middle spawn, and it's a very interesting thing what's going on. All the teams just simply drop sail. Like everybody
Yeah,
just
like
dropped.
usually
They dropped sail and they went.
Ils nous suivent.
Ça va.
Well, usually it's like only the front and the back mass, but it looks like they're playing like the North America
Bah, juste fort.
NAL. I mean, just dropping all the sails down and starting to shoot right away. Oh, and
Ouais, bah,
that's
faut tant qu'un, je suis là.
not even know which team actually. Nagelfall just went down.
Attends, vous
Yeah.
payez
no.
les rouges.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
Yeah,
it is.
Nagelfar went down. Yep. Born on Boat still picking up so many points here as they broadside on Match Piratos.
J'ai tué un
And
mec.
they're gonna get ready.
Je suis à l'eau.
They're kind of gonna be sailing in this broadside onto
Je vais essayer de pas
Bafos. Actually, let's go over to them and see as they take the first shots at Born on Boats. And they're prioritizing the top deck too. This is actually the recommendation. Oh, the helm is knocked off though. Bafos is
Oh.
currently. We'll see if anyone else takes over the wheel.
Exactly. We'll see the organization of them. Oh,
Yeah, they still have angle though on the Born on Boat. They still an
Exactly,
angle,
yeah.
and they're doing very well so far, keeping up with the points.
Abbastanza buona. Vado giù a vedere.
Stiamo andando troppo veloci.
Tirate sulla centrale se riuscite.
Wow, that was perfect. I wonder if someone grabbed wheel because I mean they managed to keep angle the whole time.
I didn't see
Oh.
anyone taking the wheel, but
Maybe
Yeah,
it
that
was
was-
just that perfect. Oh, cannonball to
Oh.
the face.
the helmsman is back and right.
Yeah, that
Ti
was
sono morto con la cannonata, eh.
Unfortunate for them.
cannonball to the face. Yeah, let's go back over to Born on Boat.
Potete andare in due, eh.
Et si le mec dans... Oui,
Oh, actually, I think they're sailing to another ship too. Bafos will be tucking in behind Born on Boat, and then that's Naglfar that's coming in as well.
Oh yeah.
It's actually, oh, Naglfar, let's go. They got the harpoon play.
Sparateci viola, incatenateci
Oh, they
viola.
let it go. They let it go. They had it briefly. And now they're shooting over at Bafos, who's chasing Born on Boat.
Sparate, una blunder ragazzi.
Scendo sotto.
Oh.
Oh, only
Bafos
one
getting
mast.
front and-
Oh,
yeah,
no,
exactly.
they lost all their masts. Naglfar is looking to make this a huge point farm, and they need it because they're currently in 5th.
Basta, basta, cannonata adesso, sparate sopra. Basta speciali.
Vabbè, è partito.
Here comes the fire bombs.
Raga, minchia. Sicuro.
Oh my, but Bafos is really making the most out of this. Even though they've lost all their masts, they're scoring a lot. And as long as it remains a 2-ship battle like this, it's actually fine. Rotating on the axis is perfectly fine.
Io sotto non so com'è, eh.
But how long will it remain like this? Yeah, match
Well, looks like
Pyrathos.
Bon and Boats are getting involved, and
Facciamo i punti che possiamo.
Oh, Born on Boats is getting involved.
I think they are like in front of
Oh, yeah.
Bafos crew.
C'est bon, je l'aurais pas vu.
il est vers Kamas, quoi.
On the right side now.
Ouais, vers, s'il vous plaît. Par contre, j'ai du masse de feu.
They got Naglfar.
Nickel.
No, I think that was Mash Pyrathos that was coming in.
Oh, that could be, yeah.
Yeah, it was. That's what it was. Mash Pyrathos was the ship that was coming in as a third party.
Okay, yeah, my bad.
Utan forcing.
It's long shots.
Actually,
Oh, board attempt.
Oh,
That's crazy. I mean, I guess they know because they've lost all the masts. This is gonna be a long swim. Oh man. Oh,
So
and
Naglfar went
Naglfar
down
goes
and-
down. Yeah. Oh, but here comes.
that-
Here's the
I think,
board.
yeah, Bafos crew is just scuttled.
Oh yeah. So. Yep. So there's just a waste of time here.
Prosím, někde.
Bafos scuttles. And now Mash Pyrathos looking to get their points on Born on Boats. Currently leading. They're really showing up today in a big way. Oh my goodness. The helm almost died. Oh, did die. Wow. They targeted the helm immediately. The first shots just immediately go into the wheel. That's crazy. And we see Reg is still stranded. He's been
Oh.
stranded the whole time since going for that board. Oh, and they're gonna crash into the... Yeah, this is a
Yeah,
disaster.
Mash Pyrathos just went right into the outpost.
Well, actually, you know what? It's not that bad. It worked
No, it's
out.
not that bad, actually.
They
like,
they
yeah,
bounced perfectly.
That was a perfect bounce, exactly. Like, they got an angle on Bon and Boats. They can get a broadside even though they're
Yeah.
mostly repairing for now.
Yeah, and Born on Boats, we see them. They actually have another broadside on the side as well.
Ouais, je pourrais pas tenir la prio tout seul.
I think that's against Sea Raiders, maybe.
Non, je pourrais pas, gros. Ils sont à travers.
Looks like the red team, so that would be... No, never mind.
No, that's
it's
yellow.
not.
That's yellow.
Yeah, that's yellow, so yeah, oh, I'm getting hard time. Yeah, it's Sea Raiders.
All right, guys.
boy.
We have to start a fundraiser so we can get a color monitor for Hagen. He's been playing, watching on the black and white screen.
Yeah, I
guys.
just became colorblind watching
Not-
the NAL.
It's not his fault. But yeah, look at this. Born on Boats just sinks. It looks so good, but I think they just kind of... They didn't pay attention too much. They focused on
Yeah.
cannons, and before they
Might
knew
have,
it,
yeah.
boom.
On a 1000 points.
But in a way, like, they're still on top with 1,000 points ahead of
Yeah.
the purple team with Bafos crew. So that's good enough. Like, it's just the respawn that's going to make the decision.
And Sea Raiders pulling the 180 anchor turn, heading back towards the action.
Cannoni di sinistra pronti. Rossi qua. Dai, dai, dai,
I understood that perfect. Get ready to cannon left soon. And here they go. They got
this
shots.
time it's red, right?
Yeah, this time
I'm not
it's
sure
red.
anymore.
Mash Paratos.
Sto guardando già tutto verso i rossi io. No, 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 dobbiamo scappare. Abbiamo i verdi che ci sparano dall'altra parte.
Oh.
Continuiamo sui rossi noi.
They're looking to stick to the red team. That's what they want. We'll see what Naglfar does, because I think Naglfar is also thinking of doing that too, but they're just going a bit too slow. Actually, Naglfar is doing perfect now. They have really good angle on the Sea Raiders. They're targeting the masts.
Niente, nessuno. Poi quel bug che si vota il cazzo. Giù davanti, Axio. Io. Doge, tu stai cannoni, forza.
Oh, Bafos actually gets the chest.
Quelli stanno mar rosso, lasciamoli stare.
Didn't see that. Wow.
Well, hold on. Did they turn it in?
I think they turned it in. Yeah.
They actually just turned it. Well, either they turned it in or they dug it.
Oh, sono finito in acqua di nuovo.
Sea Raiders getting a lot of pressure from Naglfar. Actually, I meant to switch to Naglfar. Yeah. We see they actually managed to knock one of them into the water too, so but they got a long way to go. We got 3 teams in the 4000s with 6 minutes to go.
Okay, blue, okay, blue.
It's gonna be a tight game.
It's gonna be a tight one for sure. But Born on Boat are still racking up the points. They're really showing up. They've got the other broadside on the Sea Raiders from the other angle. Uh-oh, hold on though. The helm got knocked off. They gotta make sure their ship doesn't just sail randomly.
Écopage.
J'y suis.
Vas-y, vas-y. Je suis sur la barre là.
Ouais.
Il faut bien écoper avec moi. Non, avec moi, deuxième écopage.
Ouais, je suis là.
Really good great bucketing going on there.
Faut qu'on fasse un truc.
Ça va, vas-y.
Vas-y, c'est bon là. On a bien baissé le truc là. C'est bon, plus d'écopage.
Normalement, mettez la voile avant s'il faut. Et essayez de.
Oh man, yeah, but Born on Boat taking fire. See if we can find out.
Non.
I think that's
They got
Raiders.
yeah, Sea Raiders on one side, but I think they also getting shot from the other side too. They might be in a sandwich. I just can't
yes,
quite tell.
Definitely. That's the greens, so that's Naglfar.
Oh yeah, Naglfar. Oh yeah, so Born on Boat in a sandwich right now. So what I recommend you do in a sandwich like this, I recommend that you just turn the wheel all the way to one side, just stick to it, just get out of the sandwich. And then there is another thing you could do, but this is a lot more risky. It probably won't work always, and that would be you drop your own anchor, and then the 2 teams that are sandwiching you, they end up going and they just fight each other instead. They keep going straight and they transition from you towards fighting each other.
Wow.
Born on
They
Boat.
don't have to think about that anymore.
No, they go down again. Like, yeah. They need to
Look
pay
at
a lot
the
more
points.
attention.
I mean, like almost every team is in the 4000s. Like it's so close.
Yeah. Just gonna do a quick refresh on Bafos. See if we can get the 4 perspectives, because they're doing very well right now. There we go. And now we have 4 teams in the 4000s with 4 minutes to go. Bafos with a broadside with the match Piratos on the right. We're gonna need to make the most from this. What is going on with that? Oh, that can't. This is a weird stream, isn't it? The top right?
Yeah, I think it's on the top left. I think actually because the FPS and the ping is there. So to me, it's the top left. It's not much interesting. I mean.
But yeah, Bafos in this. Oh my goodness. 3 teams in the 5000s. 3 minutes to go. Born on Boats, who are leading almost the whole 10 game, in 4th right now, but they're also at 5,000 points.
Bafos is going down. Baffo just went down.
And this game has been all about just like sinking
No, dai.
very suddenly.
Ah, no.
But it looks like Mash Piratos might take the win on this. So far they're just 1,000 points ahead, but everything could be played.
They still have a
1,000
really
points
good
isn't
angle.
much.
Oh no, that's in the past. Bottom right is perspective of the past.
Long shot je vpravo, jo?
5 minutes delay.
I think it's not. It's like a minute delay.
Yeah, it's pretty much a minute. Not
Yeah.
even, like 45 seconds, but that makes a bit difference.
Oh, it's close though. Born on Boat manages to go back up to second, and it's very close. They could.
And they got a good farm, so they could actually climb to first position.
They could. And I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think they sunk twice this game.
Yes, I think they did.
That's what an achievement. You wouldn't
Oh,
expect.
they did. They did got the first position. But now Mash Piratos just are in the middle of the fight.
Rouge après si vous pouvez les gars.
Get
Yeah.
a very strong board side on
Nickel.
the Nagelfar.
Yeah, less than a minute to go, and both the Mash Piratos and Born on Boat have angles, but the difference is Born on Boat has angle on Mash Piratos. Their biggest rival. So it's similar to like the previous game, Born on Boat having the angle on the Sea Raiders. Now we see.
Oh, and actually Mash Piratos are going for the board on Nagelfar. But Nagelfar just sank, so that's not even useful anymore.
Yeah, no, this one is pretty
That's
much.
unfortunate.
It's pretty much gonna be another Born on Boat victory if it keeps going like this. Oh, wait a minute though. What am I talking
That's
about?
cannons to cannons. Actually,
crazy.
Like, that's so close. Oh,
It's that close. We just don't know. We don't
Mash
know.
Piratos just went climbed to first.
Yeah, we don't know.
Oh no, Born on Boats just went. No,
This is
okay,
gonna be.
that's, like, it's gonna be so close.
We won't know until the game's over. We won't know who
Yeah,
won.
yeah, that's for sure.
We did it! Golden chicken boys.
Oh!
Oh, they did it. They did
Piratos
it.
got the win. That was so
Oh,
close.
look at this. Look at it. It was less than one cannonball.
15 points.
15 points. It was literally 3 kills. Or actually, wait, no, you get 10 points a kill. Yeah, no, that's crazy. Less than 2 kills.
Yeah, yeah.
Less than 2 kills difference.
2 kills.
That's crazy.
Crazy. Oh, just one cannonball. Like
One cannonball. Yeah, one cannonball.
one cannonball made the difference. Well played to the Mash Piratos. GG boys.
Mash Piratos showing up big time right now. Wow, that was amazing.
Quite amazed like on how Born on Boats like just sunk 2 times and got back to second, almost first.
Yep. Now
Quite
let's
crazy.
check out the standings. We all want to know where we are after game 2. And here we go. Actually, Born on Boat still at the top with 16 points. We have a 2-way tie for second place between Mash Piratos and the Sea Raiders. And then we got Nagelfar in 4th with 7 points and Baffo's crew in 5th with 5 points. We'll be starting game 3 with Mash Piratos. Having a problem with their stream though. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so at the top, Born on Boats and Mash Piratos each have secured a victory in the first week of league play.
But that's only the first week of league play. We got 3 weeks.
Yep. Hold on, I'll be right back.
Yeah, like Baffo's crew's stream is still with a very zoomed angle on the top left corner. Get ready, the game is gonna start. And let's
Let's
go.
do this. Game 3, guys. This is the NAL, Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas.
I was waiting for the oh yeah.
Yeah, but I played. It was during the transition. That's why I didn't want to.
Okay, that's why.
It was during the transition, but yeah, I can do it now. This is the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh yeah!
I actually moved my mouth like if I was saying oh yeah, but didn't do any noise since you didn't say anything. Got so confused.
Exactly.
Like them up, boys.
Yeah, and if you guys are sub to the channel, if you hear me saying this is the home of the best crews on the seas, you know I'm gonna say that oh yeah. So you just spam oh yeah in the chat. More conviction. Oh yeah, dude, for sure. I got the other day somebody asked me if it was a pre-recorded line.
No. I can tell you because it's on Discord too.
Yeah, exactly. Now let's check this out. Match Pirato is doing really good. Naglfar.
Launched pretty much all the chain shots and
so
Naglfar, yeah.
one thing I'd like to say is we saw something pretty interesting with specials yesterday during the NA version of the NAL. Death Omens, one of the best performing teams, seem to be saving all their specials to, like, for the end of the game. And I think it makes a lot of sense because, like, right now, okay, cool, you know, Match Paratos have knocked down all the mats for Naglfar, but they could just scuttle right now. They could just scuttle, and it's fine. But let's say there are just 5 minutes remaining. You can't just scuttle and be fine. You're gonna end up at the bottom. So I think we may start seeing teams pick up on that and save their specials for the end of the game. That's what I'm thinking. That's my prediction.
I would say that, yeah, throwing them all at the beginning of the game isn't quite a good idea because you're not sure to hit. I would only use them when the helmsman is calling for it and is sure that you're gonna hit. But that's, yeah, that's the same.
Match Piratos lose all their masts. Naglfar lose all their masts. So this is an all-you-can-eat buffet right now, and I think Born on Boat wants to eat. Yes, they do.
They're just watching each other.
Yeah, I mean they're laughing about it because they understand this is a huge farm. The all-you-can-eat buffet right here. They got 2 ships to farm on that are completely crippled at sea. Now finally, Match Paratos manages to drop a sail, but Born on Boat can easily start to target it. Oh my goodness, I think they are. Bafos goes down. So they must have been caught up in another fight on the other side with the Sea Raiders.
Oh,
Match Paratus goes down. Yeah, but you see, this is the nice thing about this farm is like, okay, cool. One of them sunk. They can now move on to the other one. Yeah, they got the other one. And they're making great use of the harpoon to keep angle on Naglfar and make the most out of this farm. I mean, they might win the entire game off of this. It just depends how, if Naglfar doesn't scuttle. Well, I mean, as long as it's 2 ships, it's actually fine to not scuttle here. But I just think they're probably struggling a lot below deck. Let's see how they're doing in repairs. Well, they are, as you can see, every member is either dead or committed to repairs. So this is, yeah, they're saying scuttle exactly because, you know, that time that it takes you to make that decision to scuttle. That's the time that Born on Boat is saying, thank you very much, we'll take the W, we'll take the win. Now,
they Bafos, like 3,000 points from that.
Yeah, Bafos is coming in, they're trying to put a stop to it, but I mean, they show up a bit late. They already, you know, Naglfar's already sunk. And now, Born on Boat can just transition perfectly to the other boat. They basically have no wasted time. They continue to add up the points. They have the superior angle, and they're hitting the long-range shots. This is probably the best we've seen from Born on Boats. Like they are showing us all that they are a very good team, and I wouldn't be surprised if we see them in the grand finals. I am that impressed. Wow, let's go over to Match Paratos. They seem to have gotten the angle. See if I can figure out. I mean, all 4 on cannons. Do you see who they're shooting at? Might be Sea Raiders, but I'm not sure.
Might be. To me, it's Sea Raiders. I mean,
Yeah.
I'm seeing some yellow, but since I've been wrong 2 times this night tonight.
It's tough. It's not that easy to see.
Oh yeah, it is. On these little screens.
Yeah. Yeah, it's yellow. Now Bafo's getting points again. Let's go over to them. I really don't understand. I still don't understand the top right perspective. It's like super zoomed in.
Yeah, it's like
it's showing us the sky.
confused.
Somebody should go in and let him know, because yeah, that's probably an
Yeah, we
accident.
get the break.
Probably
Really
done by
good.
accident. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, look at the lead for Born on Boats. I mean, that they might have won the whole game off of that. The all-you-can-eat buffet in the beginning. It's hard to imagine.
If they keep getting points at the same rate that the others are getting points, they could win. But you never know what could happen.
Yeah, true.
But
Now let's go to the Sea Raiders. They're working on a broadside.
Ci abbiamo i verdi dritti davanti a noi.
Oh, but they're also close to the island. They might be stuck on the island actually. Uh-oh. Looks like potentially really bad situation for them. They've lost the front mast.
no, lost.
All masts down.
All masts are down.
Yep.
They're against an island.
Yep, and they got Naglfar on the other side. Let's see how Naglfar benefits from this. Oh wait, is it not Naglfar? Oh, now I made it. It wasn't.
Who's colorblind now?
Now I'm the one who's colorblind. So who
No.
who was that one? I thought
I didn't see that. I didn't see it, so I wouldn't talk. But I actually like Bafos Cruise has a good angle on them.
Bafos?
Yeah, Bafos.
Oh, it was Bafos. Yeah.
It was completely random. I picked one team.
It was Bafos. Yeah, that was who it was. Bafos is benefiting from this. The Sea Raiders are completely stuck there. They're working on getting their back masts, but they might be anchored because they're not moving. They're still there, just stuck there. And Bafos is enjoying this. This might take them all the way to second if they really make the most from it. 7 minutes. It's not too late for Sea Raiders to scuttle.
I think they got their back mast back. I mean, and they're returning fire.
Yes,
on,
there it is. Sea
on
Raiders.
the mashed Piratos. Oh,
Yeah, Sea Raiders goes down. Now this is great for Bafos because they have the angle on the Mashed Piratos. They're gonna go to second for sure off of this. Really nice to see. They have all 4 on cannons. Chain shots flying out. Wow, Mashed Piratos might hold on to it though. They have a really good angle of cannons.
And Bafos Cruise in the middle of 3 galleons, which could be a bad thing for them if they don't get out.
Yeah, they need to. Really good from Mashed Piratos, recognizing they've got to raise their masts so they can get out of there. They don't want to get caught up losing all their masts. It's almost impossible to recover once that happens.
Máme jeden stožár, jo, jedeme na jednu plachtu.
Oh shit, tam jsou další.
No shit, it's on the
Sleepy Mustache saying that zoom. Yeah, that's quite a zoom. That's for sure.
Oh yeah, no, the zoom is insane. I
On
don't
the
know
top
why
right,
somebody's trolling the with that. Just showing us the ping is like, hey guys, look at my ping, look at my ping. We
Look
have
at my
3.
FPS.
Yeah, 6 minutes. I think at this point it's really just a race for second because first,
Yeah,
pretty sure it's born on boats.
bottom boat's pretty much secured the first place, but it's not definitive.
Yep, here comes born on boat, but they'll lose angle there. 5 minutes remaining. Is Bafos close to any ship? Oh, they are. Here comes the broadside for them. They got mashed Piratos. Oh, this is perfect. This is exactly who they need to target because it really is the race for second. So they're very smart to identify that. Picking up this fight with the right crew. And I would say at this point, getting the sync would be huge. But farming those points.
I don't know which team it is in the middle. I think it's Mash Piratos. No, no, it's never mind. That was Naglfar and they just scuttled.
Yeah. Yeah, we have a 4-way orbit.
Oh yeah.
We have a 4-way orbit, and this is one thing that we've seen actually. Like, what do you do in a 4-way, like in an orbit? What do you do in an orbit? I'll tell you for sure. Don't go in the middle. That is the worst. We've seen it. People have tried it. Don't go in the middle. So then there are some options. You know, and I guess one thing you can do is just simply turn out of the orbit, go the other way. But one thing we would like to see teams try is just do a 180, like either anchor turn or harpoon turn, the 180 to go the other way. Oh, we actually see somebody going into the middle of the orbit. Uh-oh. Which crew is that? Somebody's doing that. Well, I mean, I guess the orbit is kind of... It's not as tight.
Yeah, it's not as tight.
It's not as tight. Yeah. And now the Naglfar is coming in. And they're gonna pull Bafos off of the orbit. So it actually kind of saves. But going back to Born on Boat. See what they got. I mean, they just relax. They got a couple teams chasing them. They got a couple teams in front of them. And that's all, because in the 5-ship arena, you just keep track of the other 4 boats. Look at this, though. It's so close. The race for second is insane. Bafos, Sea Raiders, and Mash Piratos are all in the 5,000s with 2 minutes remaining. Only Naglfar is really pretty much stuck in that finish as 5th. 2 minutes. Wheel broken on Bafos.
Bottom boats are actually interfering in the fights between Bafos and Naglfar.
Yeah, they're getting involved.
But they might get in the middle and get sandwiched. Actually, that could be bad for them, but for now they're hating and they're doing quite a lot of points.
This is crazy. Now let's go to Sea Raiders and see if they have a plan to surpass Bafos. They're trying to get in on the action, but they only have long shots so far. They do connect on a couple of the cannonballs. But Bafos is still ahead. Less than a minute. Oh, this is going to be a huge thing, though. They got Born on Boat right now.
Born on Boat's on the right side.
This could be the broadside that takes Sea Raiders to second.
Could be.
We see at least 3 people on cannons.
Oh,
chain
mast,
shots.
middle mast, and oh no.
This is
2
more,
masts are down for bottom boats.
This is more like the Death Omen situation I was telling you. You save those specials for the end of the game.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like, damn. Born on boat sent the border, but didn't really work. Now Stonks going for the anchor. And Sea Raiders are almost gonna get the angle. Here comes the harpoon to try to get angle sooner. They just need to get more points than Bafos.
Only 1 minute left.
Yeah, Stonks is on them. Still. It's a shame we don't have the Stonks
And he's
perspective.
down. Well, he's down now. He died right before the end. That was a good board.
Born on boat picking up another impressive victory here in game number 3. That's gonna put them very comfortably at the top of the semi-pro standings. Hard to imagine us talking to any team other than Born on Boat, because we will be having the winners interview for sure. There we have it, guys. So far, Born on Boat up at the top with 25 points. Sea Raiders with 19 points in second. Mashparitos third with 15 points. Bafos in fourth with 10. And Naglfar fifth with 9. We'll be back with game 4. And guys, remember, Obsidian Capstan giveaway right at halftime. So we're not too far from there.
Only one more game and you might get the capstan. Stay tuned.
Exactly, and we'll be starting off game 4 with Born on Boat. We'll be back in a few moments, guys.
C'est des games qu'on...
Everyone get ready. The fourth and the last game for the semi-pro division is going to start.
Fais-moi les gosses. Ça fait un peu chier quoi, mais bon. On est là, hein. C'est pas grave.
Ouais, on est des caca, on est des caca.
Yeah, Vizu. I'm laughing because I know exactly why you're there.
Regarde, je fais ma position caca là.
Putain, on aurait pu faire 4 top 1 et...
Let's go! Fourth and last game for semi-pro division.
Pour l'instant, on a fait que 2. Vas-y, focus. Focus la dernière game.
Allez les gars.
Alors, moi je dis ça va être compliqué de faire la marge de progression de Gamma avait dit, parce que là du coup...
Bah, on a un top 2.
J'avoue.
Esprit shonen.
Là, l'objectif marge de progression du coup bah il est déjà rayé, voilà. Parce que si on est déjà haut, on peut pas progresser.
Alright, here we go, guys. Game number 4 with Born on Boats.
Let's go.
Who will get the first shots of the game?
J'ai touché l'encre. Oh, j'ai touché l'encre.
T'as eu des hits ou pas?
Oui.
I'm sad for one thing, like we didn't see for quite a while a shark being the MVP of the game.
Il reste toujours un KO et un...
I mean, when you get some boardings and you get the baby shark, the shark biting, that's what I want to see, because the sharks are pretty much the best players in this whole game.
Sharks, watch out for the sharks.
Watch out for them. Hey, Bon and Boats getting already a strong boots.
We have a shrouded ghost in the middle of the grand finals. That would
be fun.
It's the biggest troll ever. Okay. Anyways, Born on Boats did get the first shots of the game. Oh, Psycho's rat with the 100 bits for Hagen.
Aww. Psycho, thanks.
That was some kind of inside joke for sure. For sure.
Yeah, that was Natsu. That wanted me to sing. He wanted me to sing Baby Shark, so well.
Okay, let's check out Naglfar though. They are currently in command right now with a great broadside on the Mash Pyratos. And Baffos on the other side too.
Dobbiamo un attimo toglierci su maestra.
Vai Doge, vai, qualcuno io cannone.
Un secchio.
Ressami, Doge, ressami.
Fisso.
No, non posso muovere.
No, non posso rischiare così.
Well, wow, they've lost every mast. It was looking so good. But now they got a lot of problems, and Sea Raiders is the crew that's going to benefit from this.
They're trying to raise the back masts when on the left we can see Sea Raiders, yeah. Getting an angle on them.
Siamo a panino così noi. Andiamo. Benissimo sui viola.
And here comes Baffos, also losing their masts.
Continuate a sparare.
This is huge for Sea Raiders.
Dobbiamo sparare, raga.
They got a lot of really good points early on in the game. Born on Boats must be off on the other side. We got the group of 3. And then there's the group of 2. So there we see Sea Raiders, Baffos, and Naglfar. So that means Born on Boat must be off on the other side fighting Mash Pyratos. If we go over there, we'll see. Sure enough, logic is a beautiful thing. The group of 3, and then here you have the group of 2. It looks like Born on Boat not tucking in behind. They don't quite get the harpoon on them, but they do have the ability to just hold on to the angle. That's the super impressive thing for Born on Boat is, you know, even though they have one less ship to shoot at, they're really making the most out of this. I mean, look at how close that is. 4 teams in the 2000s.
Except for, unfortunately, Baffos Cruise was getting a slow start. That's only the beginning. I mean, only 4 minutes and 11 minutes to go.
Yeah. Born on Boat still has the angle. Will they be able to climb to first?
Refuel. Ils sont encore sur la gauche.
It's really relying on the long shots. Hey, some support for the Czechs. Okay, well that calls for some Mash Pyratos. And that was the crew we saw on the other side. Thank you so much for your support. That calls for this right here. We'll see if they can put the pressure on Born on Boat.
Actually, Mash Pyratos are giving them
well,
to the Born on Boats. Maybe they just wanted to get
chain shots are hitting.
Oh no, actually.
Born on Boats is hitting their chain shots. Front mast is down.
Oh,
this is huge though.
Getting hit.
Murloc needs to get back to the boat. That's something for sure. They got to. Oh, the snipers from Born on Boat. Eye of Reach, they're so close. They're so close, they're just immediately going for the kills. They pick it up. That was a beautiful kill. Oh, there's Baffos is joining the party. Baffle's joining the party. Let's go quickly and see. Oh yeah, this is huge. Now they have an angle on Born on. Oh sorry, no, they have an angle on Mash Paratos. All their mats are down, and Born on Boat is kind of sailing still forward.
Are they gonna hit the
lot
rod?
of points. No.
Oh no, it's good. Never mind. Okay, that was close.
This is gonna get Baffos out of last.
A 180?
Yeah, they might find actually Born on Boat on the other side. That might get a broadside on them.
Oh, Born on Boat are actually transitioning to Naglfar.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And
so
you can see that Baffos is feeding a good farm on
Born on
Mash
Boat.
Piratos. I mean, looks like they're coming. No, they're not anymore. They switched to Born on Boats.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a bit odd. Whoa!
Yeah, they had a good farm.
Watch out! Tyler with a 25 donation. EU baby, let's go. Let's get some cocktails in the chat.
Go, man.
Let's do this.
Let's go.
Thank you so much for your donations.
buddy.
EU prize pool keeps growing. We'll make sure to have updated figures for you guys next week. There is a tiered system for the prize pool, meaning that if we get less than or equal to 500 by the time of the grand finals, then it'll be winner takes all, as we have done in the past traditionally. And if we don't, or like if we get more than 500, then we have a tiered system where the first place team will get 80% of the prize pool, second place will get 20%, and third place will get a non-cash prize that we're gonna announce as we get closer to the end of the season. Now let's head on over. Born on Boats is still looking like they want to win 3 out of 4. I mean, what? They got Sea Raiders. Well, actually, I mean, they've got the fight against the Sea Raiders right here. I mean, if they want another first place, they got to make sure they win this one.
This one, Sea Raiders are doing quite good actually.
Yep, this is the broadside you want to win, but Sea Raiders dropping sails, and they're gonna have wind if they drop an angle. So if they're looking to disengage, they can do that. But there's also Naglfar kind of coming in behind. Bit of an orbit going on. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. Support is amazing.
Quelqu'un peut remonter voir l'arrière avec moi s'il vous plaît? Faire une tourelle à la limite de la mer Rouge.
Je mets que des 8 chez rouge. Il va falloir tenir la prio avec moi les gars.
Je finis de réparer, j'arrive.
Allez là,
It looks like we're gonna get a hit, like between Baffos Cruise and Sea Raiders. Looks like.
C'est le moment de prendre la distance avec les autres.
Cannons to cannons.
Là, on repasse premier.
6 minutes. It looks very commanding for Born on Boat still. I mean, they've got the fight on their own terms, but they have to make sure they don't go too deep in the red.
Okay, visible.
Let's see if the Sea Raiders has a plan. They got a lot of holes, and that is indeed Born on Boat is shooting them. I mean, Born on Boat is in the red, but
Sea Raiders are going down. They just went down. No.
Yeah.
Only one was bailing, so that led to sink.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Like Born on Boat, they were edge of red, and they took that broadside and really made the most from it. Sinking the Sea Raiders there is going to be huge, because they're now in prime position to secure yet another victory.
That's quite good for Born on Boats. Like sometimes just focusing the one just behind you could be the best thing. Like just see what happened.
Yeah. Yep, absolutely. Mash Piratos, here they come. They'll be looking to maybe take Sea Raiders' spot in second place. Let's check this out. But it won't be easy. You know it. Anytime you've got a broadside against Born on Boats, it's not going to be easy.
Oh yeah, actually, yeah.
You know what?
Hmm?
One thing I haven't been paying attention is if they also have matching outfits, because I know the French team, the French teams
Gotta
love the
check that
matching
out.
outfits.
Well, we could ask them because
Kunde pojebane.
that might be the team that will be in with us a little bit.
Yeah,
That
true.
we might interview.
Oh man, Mash
But
Paratus
if they
was,
don't, I'm gonna ask them.
yeah, Mash Paratus was looking good to get maybe second, but they're gonna have no choice but to scuttle the boat. Or maybe, yeah, are they?
Oh, it
Thinking
doesn't
about
look
it.
like that was that bad, I mean.
Yeah, no, they scuttled it. They scuttled it.
Oh,
4 minutes to go. That's a big blow, but they have.
oh!
Yeah.
One of the boats just got stuck in the rocks.
On est pas dans l'or. Nickel.
Okay, that's good.
Ouais,
It
remontez
wasn't
par
that bad, actually. They
Yeah.
just ran
Et
into
checkez
it
les mains,
and got
si vous avez
stuck, but
besoin de
nobody
poids, etc.
actually paid into attention, and some could have like used it as a good farm by
Yeah.
shooting the mat down. But
Va falloir taper sur la.
Yep. Yep. 3 minutes to go. Born on boats, very strong at the lead, but we got Sea Raiders and Naglfar super close. Oh, here comes a board attempt from Born on boat.
oh,
Il montera pas, il nous attend juste. Il joue comme
Doesn't get it though.
C'est bon, il a lâché.
Je commence à remonter la voile.
on the right side of Bone and Boats, yeah, you got. It's that's from the Mash Piratos.
Now let's see who's gonna get the shots first. We gotta focus on the Sea Raiders and Naglfar. I mean, it's the race for second place. Sea Raiders currently in a nice broadside. They managed to surpass Naglfar, but it's such a tight race with 3 minutes to go. This is when I would recommend. Well, first of all, you get the points on anyone you can. That's for sure. Oh man, the helm is down for the Sea Raiders. I think it's Sir Dada who is the helm for them. Yeah, it is. They get the revive and they're right back in it. But now let's go to Naglfar and see how they're gonna get back in the game, because they need to do a lot. I mean, and that's the sad thing is they've had angle. We've seen other teams be able to hit this kind of shots consistently in the past. This is not easy though.
No.
Definitely not easy.
A chi che dobbiamo sparare? Sto dietro una mano.
Viene Doja.
Sinistra, sui gialli, sinistra.
Ok.
Less than 1 minute remaining.
Se ne avete.
Sea Raiders are climbing back. I mean,
Punti.
even
Yeah.
though there is like 3,000 points in 1 minute, which is quite
Yeah,
hard
no,
to
I mean
get,
that's.
then that's pretty much wrapped
Oh,
for
A destra, raga, a destra.
They gotta worry about Naglfar though. Look at this. Oh, they're not gonna miss. Naglfar is not gonna miss at this range. So this could be huge. It could be one of those games. We just don't know who wins until we see the end screen.
Ancoriamoci, va. Abbiamo anche.
Did they anchor? Yeah, they anchor themselves. They just know they can't lose angles.
Sotto siamo bene, raga.
Are they gonna take this second place away from the Sea Raiders? Naglfar. Oh man,
Naglfar
Sea
just-
Raiders is also farming. We won't know, guys. We have to wait.
Sto secchiellando io.
Well, only know at the very end, and
Dai,
Mash Piratos just went down.
Dai.
Naglfar did it.
Che culo.
They actually got,
Naglfar did it, yeah.
Abbiamo fatto.
they actually got it. So Born on Boat picking up third victory today.
Cazzo di cosa è riparare, raga. Porco
Well played.
Dio.
Pana. Hey, Psycho's rad, member of Hostel. We'll watch him play in just a little bit. Let's check out how we ended the semi-pro division for the first week of league play. Oh wow. Look at this. 10 points ahead for Born on Boat.
Oh,
that means they currently have like one entire game. They could just simply not even show up for one game, and they'd still be first in the standings. So today is the day of Born on Boat. So strong, that performance. And then look at that, the Sea Raiders with 24 points in second, and we got Mash Piratos in third with 18, Naglfar in fourth with 16, and Bafos in fifth with 12. Remember guys, the goal of the league play is to be in the top 3 for both the semi-pro and the pro division, because if you're top 3 in the pro division, you go right into the grand finals, and if you're top 3 in the semi-pro, then you go into the round of fate, which is a way to get to the grand finals. So you definitely don't want to end league play in 4th or 5th, because those 2 teams that end in that spot, they will be eliminated for the season. So
that's when it gets serious, because you can get eliminated.
Exactly. Yep. Exactly. All right. But we absolutely want to talk to Born on Boat. We got to ask them what is going on. A lot of people are still learning about them, not super familiar. So let's see if we can learn some more about them. Born on Boat.
Attends, mais il nous déplace. Ah.
Oui.
Hello, sorry.
Hey boys.
I wanted to move the rest of your teammates, but I guess they left. All right.
Okay, I can call them if you want.
If it's up to you guys. If you want to, I mean, you did amazing. You were the team of the night for the semi-pro division, winning 3 out of 4 matches, and you are actually 10 points ahead right now in the standings compared to the other teams. So it's a huge accomplishment, and we want to learn more about your team. We want to know what is your team about, and just kind of introduce yourselves. So I see one of there, Sleepy.
He was not in the game tonight.
Oh, okay. But just wants to get the glory. Ah, okay. Okay, I see.
I call them. Just I remove on my Discord channel to call them. It will be faster.
All right. Well, Sleepy, you're not in the game, but you came for the interview. So, what do you think about your teammates from Born on Boat? Here they come.
I think
There they are.
Good this time.
Okay, there you guys are. Welcome to the Shoutcast box. Tonight, you have taken the semi-pro division by storm, winning 3 out of 4, and we're all super impressed with your performance. So we want to know. We want to know how you guys are feeling after a run like that.
Really comfortable, but this is just the first day of league, and we will continue like that the 2 other day.
Oh, okay, I see. Hey,
not too confident. That's good.
This is a little bit of a funny question, but in the past we've seen that the French teams are really picky with their outfits. They have matching outfits.
Oh, yeah.
We've seen it with Back to Skull, and we've also seen it with Hostel. So I was just wondering if you guys are into that fashion stuff too. You guys have your own outfits.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, we are.
Oh, we gotta pay attention to that one.
That's very French then.
Yeah, I love it. That's so nice.
Fashion thing on Sea of Thieves.
All the French teams have their own outfits. No, you guys have done amazing. So, for anyone that's learning about Born on Boat for the first time, what is the one thing they should remember about your team?
What do you mean? One skill? One?
Well, I mean, I'm saying one thing that people should remember about your team. Like when they think Born on Boats, what should people remember about your team?
We started from the bottom, like semi-pro, and we're gonna go in final. That's the objective. So I think people should remember that.
Oh, okay.
That's almost a threat. So like, hey guys, be careful. We're gonna
I like that.
Yeah. Be careful.
I like that a lot. Guys, it's been a complete honor to cast your games. We got the Pro League coming up as well. We look forward to seeing you guys next week. And for sure, if you keep playing like this, I think we'll be seeing you in the finals for sure. All right. Thank you guys for the games. Have a good rest of the weekend.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, guys. So,
well, I guess
right
some people
now
are waiting for something special.
Yeah, some people they must be in the chat saying, "Okay, cool, that's nice, guys." But you said you promised, Dad. You promised.
You said that was a trap.
There was gonna be something today. Okay, guys, all good. No worries. We got the Obsidian capstan coming in right now. All right, and all you gotta do to enter, it's super easy. Just do exclamation mark "oh yeah" in the chat, because you know it. This is the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh yeah. So that's exactly what you gotta do. Exclamation mark "oh yeah" to get in for the Obsidian Capstan giveaway. And while we wait for people to trickle in and join us on the giveaway, I want to give you guys an exclusive look at the prize that awaits the champions of the Notorious Arena League. And of course, I'm talking about those sweet sales. Let's check it out.
Fortune and victory, or death if we fail. Yo-ho, all to see, for riches or ruin in the Notorious Arena League.
Be notorious, so notorious, notorious Arena League. Will you drink from the winners in the Notorious Arena League?
Woo!
Oh man, this music gives me the chills. Oh, loving it.
Yeah, the Notorious Arena League. Those sales are so exclusive. I mean, there are only 2 teams that have them. Of course, one of them is the 3-time champions QRF, and the other one is the inaugural European champions Odin's Wrath. Only 2 teams have got those. Of course, we'll see who will get them at the end of the NA season and the end of the EU season. I'm really super excited to find out. But guys, enough talking. Maybe today is your day, so let's do this. Rolling it in 3, 2, 1, and here we go. Super awesome giveaway time.
%100% rigged. Yeah.
Rigged time. It's starting to slow down. Starting to slow down. And hold on. Hasn't Dictator Z North already won?
Did he?
I don't know. That's he says,
you
"Oh
remember
yeah."
that name?
Dictator Z, did you win before? I'm trying to remember because I think maybe this is the second time.
Maybe.
All right, well, lucky people will be lucky people, though. You gotta be paying attention in the chat. Dictator Z North. He did?
Oh, yeah, he did. It looks like. Oh, well, maybe it's only some people saying that he did. So.
Well, yeah, he says GG. All right, GG, guys. Hey, if you're lucky, and you're lucky, what are you gonna say? That's how it works.
Wow.
That is how it works. Anyways, congratulations, Dictator Z North. We're gonna see Dictator Z North playing in the next series. He is a member of Stuka.
Wait.
So watch out.
Some are saying that he won yesterday.
You won yesterday?
That's what some people are saying.
No, yesterday was Symbiotic Storm.
Well, what are you guys saying then?
Yeah,
They're just trying to get.
Symbiotic said he did not win yesterday. if he won, it was a while ago. I think he might have won, but that's the thing. If you're lucky like that, then you're lucky like that.
That's it.
Re-roll that. Okay, you know what? We're gonna make a special exception. All right, we'll do 2. We're gonna do 2.
Whoa!
We're gonna do another one. We're gonna do another one.
Really?
Let's do another one. Let's do another one.
That's Rage Rocks, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's too kind.
Let's do it again, guys. No salt. No salt. Just love.
Yeah, don't.
Another
just
one.
Love. Only
salt.
Love. Come on, guys.
No salt. Let's do this. Let's roll this baby again. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go, guys. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Let's do this. 3, 2.
Who's gonna get it?
1 and boom. Let's go.
And that was fake. Let's go.
Let's do this. We're gonna have 2 giveaways today.
Slowing down.
Oh no, that's crazy. No, dude. This is crazy. This is crazy. What is this? That's another. This is also from Stuka, man. You guys are trolling, man. All right, let's see. Alexi, are you in the chat? What is going on? Stuka is.
These Russians hacked you, man.
Stuka, yeah, the Russians are hacking, guys. They're hacking me in the NAL. Okay, we're gonna have 3 giveaways today. That's it. We're going until Stuka does not.
Serious?
I'm dead serious. This cannot be. No. We're gonna do too much salt. There's too much salt otherwise. Let's go. No.
3 giveaways in one night.
Let's go. Okay, if another Stuka member gets this, then confirm. I'm getting hacked. Let's go. Let's go. This is like I'm opening. This is like I'm opening the packs in FIFA. There's no way, Stuka, you guys. No way. What the hell is this? Yeah, you guys are hacking the NALs, man. No way. Let's go. What is going on here? Don't be a Stuka.
Don't be a Stuka, please. Because
oh my goodness, Soapy was so close. Flapjack. Flapjack. Alright, here we go. You gotta be paying attention. Oh, Flapjack was ready for that. Flapjack was super ready for that. Alright, guys.
Well played.
Don't get used to that. Don't get used to that. that was only because Stuka was hacking NAL. Alright? That's what, so you can thank them. You can thank them. But guys, to all the 3 people that won today for the giveaway, you will be receiving your codes on your Twitch Whispers. So what a crazy thing that just happened. Oh my goodness. Unbelievable.
I'm shocked.
Unbelievable. Yeah, that's crazy. But then again, you never know, guys. So if you're hunting down the Obsidian Capstan and you didn't get it today, well, make sure you give us a follow because you won't want to miss our future broadcasts. Maybe those are when you're gonna get that luck on your side. Oh man, that was crazy though. I almost got a headache on that one. I couldn't believe it. I
thought you were joking at the beginning.
No, dude. What do you mean joking? No, we got 3 triple. The Stuka was going. Alright, Stuka's winning before we even start the Pro League matches. What's going on, man?
Well,
what is this?
See if they can win the Pro 2.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, no, now they have to. They need to win at least once, because otherwise, like, what's going on?
Yeah.
That was crazy, man. That was super crazy. Stuka. that was so funny. Oh, I can't believe it.
You guys messed with the Rage computer.
You did. You guys, I don't know how you did it, but they probably have my IP and everything now too. It's my. Whew. All right, guys. Let's take a deep breath after such a giveaway spree. And let's see who's playing in the Pro Division. Of course, guys. Chaos Corsair. They've already got a Sea of Champions victory under their belt. And they're here looking to get their first NAL title. Then you got Hostile. I believe this is the first time we will see this matchup between Chaos Corsair and Hostile. So watch out. It's going to be a big matchup. We'll see what happens there. Odin's Wrath showing off their new logo and the fact that they are the returning champions. Will they play like it? Let's find out. Of course, back to Skull, the team that came so close by just a hair to being the champions in the first season. They're back because they're not going to be done until they finish at the top. And then finally, Stuka. Thanks to them, we had 3 giveaways because, of course, Dictator Z North and Alexi Light are having some amazing luck today. So they must be feeling so excited going into the matches because that's a good sign. Hopefully they get that luck also in the games. But let's go. Let's keep an eye on those lobbies because we are getting started soon. It's going to be game 5, the first game of the Pro League. Remember, we played already 4 games in semi-pro. Now we'll be playing another 4 games in the Pro League. Whew. And I think we have a little time for you because people will be a little bit super
for ukulele?
if we don't have at least a small little ukulele.
Well, it's gonna be fast because I mean
It's gonna be
in the lobby, so yeah, you
be
better
fast.
hurry up,
It's
man.
gonna be fast. It's gonna be the Spanish one. This one.
Let's go, bro.
The Spanish one.
Spanish, yay.
Soy un hombre muy honrado que me gusta lo mejor. Las mujeres no me faltan el dinero ni el amor. Jineteando en mi caballo por la sierra yo me voy. Las estrellas y la luna ya me dicen dónde voy. Ay, 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 ay. Ay, ay, amor. Ay, mi morena de mi corazón.
Damn, like the only thing you want to do on this is to dance. I mean,
That's...
I was moving a little bit.
Hey, hey, hey.
That was amazing. Well played.
Watch out. You know,
watch out for rage sharks.
Oh, and thanks to Guntrop, we're actually gonna make that a thing. The ukulele halftime show, it's gonna actually be a thing. And if you guys watched last night's broadcast for NA, you saw we made some big improvements in the production. Don't worry, EU will be at that level and higher actually next week. For sure, we're bringing everything. Team intros, standbys, halftime ukulele, and more giveaway. You name it. Let's go. Because this is the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh, yeah. Thank you so much for the bits, guys. Appreciate the support and the follows. We're about to get spoiled with some super sweaty arena matches. These are the top 5 teams in Europe. We're in for quite a treat. We'll be starting off with... I guess we have to start with Stuka. I mean, if they continue with the luck they had, they're gonna be an incredible team to be reckoned with today.
That could be their day.
Yeah, it could be exactly their day. I mean, I think it is. No matter what happens, they're gonna be very happy. They're gonna be very happy.
Yeah, even if they lose everything, they will be like, yeah, I got a capstan anyway.
Yep. Now let's check this out, game. The first game. Here we go. Starting with Stuka.
Мы слева. Полная скорость сразу. Два паруса опустите, задний опущу я сам.
Передний опущу.
Let's do this.
Антон бомбит.
Thank you so much, Floyd. Can't wait, let's go. Yeah, me neither. We're finally in. Let's do this. Well, Stuka just dominate everything. You know they're having the luck of their lives today. Who will get the first shots? It's gonna be back to Skull and Odin's Wrath. And Hostile. Already one member gets knocked off the boat already. That's huge. So Stuka, bit tough right now. I think that might have been their helm player too.
Yeah, it does look like.
This is the first game of the Pro Division. So this is the start of that. Soapy with the $5 hacking elections and giveaways. GG to the customers. Oh my goodness, dude.
Thanks a lot for the gift.
And by the way, it's just a joke. I know maybe it's a bad joke, but we love you guys, so don't be mad. You know, don't be mad at us. This is just love. We love you guys.
It's only love. We love you guys. It's because you guys are here that the NAL exists.
Exactly. Oh my, Stuka's gone down. Yeah, no, so that's,
they just went down.
That's tough. Let's check out Chaos Corsair. They are the team involved, I think. They were the team involved in that, getting that sync. They're currently in the lead. And of course, we got Death Knell on the top perspective. One of the very best helms in the game. His bucketing ability is also unbelievable as well. And Hostile currently in fourth, but don't worry. Will they do the comeback machine again today? We'll see.
Comeback machine, boys.
They always seem to start slow, but they end on top. We'll see how that works. But then again, today is a very special day because they've not, you know, I don't think they've played against Chaos Corsair before, and you know, now we get to see why I'm saying this. Chaos Corsair is kind of the opposite. They're a team that gets off to a great start. They just keep going and they sail away with the game. They are actually the team that currently holds the record for the most points ever scored in an NAL match. That would be 17,000 points. And yes, they ran out of cannonballs. It was unbelievable. We see them on an amazing parallel broadside right now with back to skull. That now looking to crank that wheel full right, and then we'll probably join in on the broadside. Oh, actually no. Here comes the broadside. Oh, it's a really good sign when the helm is so confident in the ship's direction and position that they can actually join in on the broadside. Usually it's only really worth to do it when you're in a parallel broadside like this. But yeah, so far, I mean, what is going on with Hostile? I'm actually kind of a bit of shock here.
What's going on?
Now they've sailed around. They're kind of just, they're trying to, maybe they're collecting pineapples from the fort here as they're getting ready for some action on boards. Alright, bad joke. Here we go. The long shots. Chaos Corsair in their sides. So they're understanding already that they can't just let them sail away with the victory. Man, this is crazy because they're slow to get the points, but now look at this. The scoring has started, and it is insane.
It never stops.
It doesn't stop. Once the scoring starts, it just does not stop. It's crazy.
Yeah, they're really good at the cannons.
Yeah, I had the honor of playing with a couple of Hostile members throughout the week, and
they told me about that.
Super impressed with them.
And to Hostile.
Yeah, Hotstrux was
yeah, that was it. Yeah,
called.
But they told me.
So far, Chaos Corsair still at the top, back to Skull. Let's check them out a little bit because they are currently in second place. They're about to get an angle too. I think that's They got Stuka on their left, and then they also. Oh wow, they have 3 ships around them. So yeah, they do that. Really good to harpoon kind of out of there, making sure they don't go in the middle. They're trying to stick on the outside and get as many points out of Stuka as they possibly can.
Ok, on va les laisser. Tirez à gauche dès que vous pouvez. Ok, vas-y, ceux-là. Encore un coup de ceux, c'est bon. Non, non,
Oh, getting cannonbugged, unfortunately. That means the broadside here is probably going Hostile's way. But look, and oh my goodness, what is this? They started scoring and now they're gonna climb to maybe
they're already second.
But they're on the Red Sea though. Watch out, they're in the red. So they took that broad, and it's looking good for them so far. But if they don't get out of the red soon, that's because I mean they're also taking a broadside too at the same time. Asbjorn knocked off the boat. Got Pana and Cyclops Wrath on repairs. And Maz, they're losing Maz too. It's getting pretty scary for them. And we haven't seen much of Odin's Wrath. Let's go over to them and see what's on their mind.
We have to win the broadside, boys.
They have the broadside. Trying to see. I think it might be Stuka who they're broadsiding against. And actually hitting them. Pretty good.
No, repair.
It's a tight game for now. Like we can see, like 3 teams in the 3000s, and the Odin's Wrath is climbing to the 3000.
Fuck, we need points, man.
Yeah,
Hostile is in very bad shape actually for now.
Okay,
oh wow, red Potato says purple is back, Hostile is back, but no, that's Chaos Corsair.
The ship are turning us, right?
So a little bit of confusion there.
Yeah, good job, good shots, boys.
Just gotta see at the top, at the very top of the screen, you can get all the teams.
And Stuka is really struggling. I mean, those 8 minutes that and they only have 120 points to show for it.
They might be too excited from the capstans, so they're like not paying attention to
too
the
much
game.
adrenaline rush.
Yeah, exactly.
Too much adrenaline rush on that one.
Actually, like Hostile were doing like quite good. Just went to the 4th position.
This is pretty cool because Odin's Wrath climbing. And I think they were shooting at Chaos Corsair, so they're they're turning off. They're turning off.
Yellow is coming from that direction, from our back.
Yeah, anchor turn.
Okay, anchor turn.
I hear water.
We're fine.
Let's see if we can find action. Hostile seems to be involved in a broadside. Yep, it's back to Skull and Hostile. The 2 French teams here in the Pro League. You can see, guys, if you pay attention, we were talking about the fashion. Hostile has kind of like a biker outfit style.
Definitely they do.
And back to Skull, they have this red vest. That is, we'll see if we can show it. Let's go over to back to Skull. See if we can catch that beautiful red vest that they wear. There it is. Damana showing that off.
They might be listening to the stream. Even no, they're not supposed to. So.
Yeah, 6 minutes to go, and we have 3 teams in the 4000s. That being Chaos Corsair, Hostile, and back to Skull. In Hostile,
and Hostile like just when climb back to the 1st position. What the?
Crazy. I mean, well, like, look at the angle they have and the chain shots. This is straight out of Death Omen's book right here. Chain shots right towards the end of the game.
Oh,
6 minutes
that is
left.
Bad for back to Skull.
Yeah, I mean,
that is really bad for back to Skull.
If you guys are watching, this is the way to do it right there. Save your specials.
And look at this, like all mass down. Back to Skull is now immobilized, being an easy target for Hostile.
Yeah,
that can now farm.
Yeah, but then at the same time, little asterisk on that one, because as long as it remains a two-ship battle, it's not that bad actually to lose all your mass. It's only when you get third party that it's really, really bad.
And for now, back to skull still have an angle on Hostile.
Yeah. Now I want to check out Chaos Corsair though, because remember, they have been a favorite team for a while and they're doing very good. They have a different style as Hostile, but they're pushing each other a lot right now. Well, even back to skull as well. Woo.
Ok, devo guardare I border.
My goodness. I mean, Chaos Corsair seems to be chasing Stuka.
Maybe they should try to hook them. I mean, to get a harpoon play.
Yeah, maybe they should.
Even though it could be hard, like.
And
oh, they're running into each other.
Yeah. Oh, Taigis is thinking. They're thinking about going for a board or just blunder or sorry, the fire. One thing that is so important, guys, if you're ever playing Sea of Thieves and you think you're about to get harpooned and you're kind of like close like they were, it's a really good idea to firebomb the bow, because that means the person on harpoon has to worry about fire, and that's a really good thing to stop it. So see a little bit of fire going on cross, but with 4 minutes to go, Hostile has developed a little cushion there at the top.
It's only 2,000 points, but they're still raising up points. And
yeah, but they have to be careful though. They've lost their mast. They're still involved in that broadside with back to skull. They're still in it. This is crazy. And with 3 minutes to go, obviously nobody wants to sink. We got Asbjorn doing some buckets and Psycho's Wrath repairing.
And Pana the cannon?
Yeah, Pana and Durano doing cannons. This is... Oh, and they're so far from everyone else. Psycho's Wrath,
yeah.
They're super far. So, I mean, the chance is 3 minutes remaining. This could be huge because neither team wants to sink. But yeah, I mean, and I guess for Chaos Corsair, they have to be like, well, what do we do? I mean, do we spend 3 minutes sailing across the map? Probably not. You know, and it's hard to imagine that Chaos Corsair is gonna get a farm that is this good this late into the game. And let's not forget how we got here. We got here because Hostile saved those specials for the 6 minute mark, and then boom, now they've been at it for the past 4 minutes. They've been at it in this broadside with back to skull. We go over to back to skull. Back to skull has stabilized completely. They've got 3 on cannons and maybe 4 on cannons soon.
But you can see that
this could be
the most out of this farming, because they got 3,000 points more than back to skull, even though both are.
I'm not so convinced though. I'm not so convinced. Back to skull seems to be getting the momentum back.
Oh.
They have a it's hard to tell because when they go for cannons, they stop shooting, but then they all come back, and it's like it's like 300 when it's a rain of arrows coming down, but in this case
it's kind of a ping pong thing, like shoot, get out of the cannons, repair, shoot, get out.
Yeah, this is pretty crazy. And then we got a very tight race for third between Chaos Corsair and Odin's Wrath. See if we can catch anything here. Odin's Wrath seems to be pretty far from everyone else. And as we get to the last moments of the game, let's check out how Hostile are going to wrap this game up with 12,000 points. This is quite a statement. Crazy. They are still doing the broadside. So for the past 6 minutes,
they've been farming. They might break the record. Oh no.
They've been going back and forth. They've been going back and forth for the past 6 minutes. How did we get here? Chain shots.
And that's so far from everyone. Like, wow.
They are literally on the edge of the red. On the edge of the red. farming all the way to the first place.
And well played to Hostile. I saw like Tall saying, well, GG back to skull, but yeah, it was like 5 minutes in the game. You gotta wait, buddy. You gotta wait until the end. Anything can change.
Hostile picking up the first win here, and then back to skull in second. Chaos Corsair third, Odin's Wrath fourth, and Stuka in last. Now let's check out the standings after the first game of the Pro Division.
Well, since it's only the first game, it's pretty much what it's the results of the game, but you never know. Right after that, it's gonna change, and we're gonna see we might have some surprises.
Yeah, exactly. It's the same as what we just read out, but there you have it officially. As we go through, we still have 3 more games to play. This will shift up and down. But yeah, so far, Hostile, I mean, they came out of the brawl with a lot more points than everyone else. And so far, starting in style, very impressed with them. Will they be able to keep up the amazing performances? We're gonna have to find out.
Yep. But I mean, like, back to skull and the Hostile got to farm on each other for the whole game. But you never know, if they didn't farm, the result would have been definitely different. I mean,
yeah. Well, that's the thing too.
Exactly, that's the odds.
It's not just a lucky thing that happened. It was.
Oh no.
They, did they end up at the edge of the red by a pure fluke? Was that a part of the plan?
Was it because it's 2 French teams and that then they just want to show which one is better? You never know.
I mean, that is the thing. We know it. We said it. When it's a group, when it's 5 ships in the arena, you have the group of 3 and you have the group of 2. If you're in the group of 2 and you end up in a situation like this, pretty much win the game. But then at that point, you have to think about it like, okay, the people in the group of 3, is that worth it to stick around in that? Maybe not. Maybe go in and break up the farm. Third party more. Those are the lessons. But we are getting ready for game 6. We'll be starting off with Hostile. Here we go, guys.
Il y a 2 caviars là, ils seraient arrivés, mec.
C'était caviar là.
Ah bah clairement.
Il y avait un 3ème bateau qui arrivait, c'était fini.
Ah bah ils nous coulaient tous les 2, je pense. Je pense. Ouais.
Par contre, c'est pas mal notre strat en mode péter les mâts avec des boulets normaux. Avant, on le faisait pas, on a commencé.
Si, je le faisais tout le temps, moi. Je faisais toujours les mâts avant.
Tout à gauche.
So in case you guys didn't know what the obsidian capstan looks like, that's it right there.
That's exactly it.
That's exactly
what
it.
the Stuka received 30 minutes ago. That's pretty much it.
We'll see if they are. Yeah, well, Stuka is.
First, and
they have to calm down now, and hopefully.
Yeah,
do
that
better
wasn't a great game for them, unfortunately. I hope they're going to get back in the game and try to.
Odin's Wrath got the first points of the game. And then early on, remember guys, the spawns that you get in the first part of the series, they remain consistent. So we see Hostile's been getting a spawn next to, I believe it's Odin's Wrath. Yeah. And just now they start scoring. Chaos Corsair also doing very well. Interestingly, both Hostile and Odin's Wrath are committing to the broadside. Neither team is turning off, and it seems like they have a matching speed going on as well. 2 members of Hostile committed to the repairs. Psycho's Wrath on planking, and Asbjorn bucketing through the grade, and then even getting some courtesy buckets from Pana. But I think it's definitely Odin's Rat that's getting the better out of this. Well, Hannah finally returning some fire. Interesting. Let's go check it out from Odin's Rat perspective.
With the repairs.
They're gonna sink soon.
No!
Oh, Red Potato is dead.
Oh,
On the
this
top.
could be a turn of the battle here. Could be a turning moment.
Yeah, but it's like
Red Potato about to get revived.
Some lowers.
back boost
Oh,
me.
so many lowers.
He killed him again,
Hostile is catching up.
Yeah, you don't.
And
Odin's Rat has lost all momentum. Oh my goodness, this is crazy. This is what
Odin's
makes the
Rat,
difference.
2 men down, 1 in the
How
water.
does that work?
Oh,
It's not easy for a team to turn the tide of a
they're
broadside
gonna
like this. It's Odin's Rat is sunk. Now there's still they still have 1,000 points. It's not bad, but I'm sure looking back at it, they'll be disappointed because they had all the advantage, but Hostile managed to just completely turn the tide of the broadside. It's crazy. And Tana's got the comeback machine title going on over there, top left.
but you can see like how just losing 1 or 2 crew members can be like a pain and can change the whole situation.
Yeah, absolutely. Now let's go over to the other side where Chaos Corsair is currently sitting at the top of the game. They're currently stabilizing, getting ready for their next fight. NAL is well aware. I think that might be Stuka with the long shots and back the skull right behind Chaos Corsair. Stuka seems to be starting slow again. NAL goes down. Cannonball.
Ok, abbiamo i gialli che arrivano da ovest. Così li dai la punta oggi.
No, la prendiamo tranquillo.
12 minutes still remain.
O chiunque com'è.
Currently Chaos Corsair at the top, Hostile in second, and Odin's Rat in third.
And still a slow start for Stuka, but they still have a chance.
Sulla centrale.
Yep. It's okay to start slow. What matters more is to finish strong.
Exactly.
Va bene, va bene.
And actually, Stuka is getting a strong broadside on back to skull.
Oh yeah, here comes the chain shots. Again, I would say maybe a bit early to use them.
Yeah, a
But-
bit too far, and those chain shots are so precious.
Yeah, but here comes. They're able to find their targets quite well. They're climbing now. I think this, this puts Stuka up in third. Taking the broadside against back to skull.
Oh, and back to skull getting behind them. Maybe try the harpoon play. They managed to get the angle, to keep the angle on back to skull.
Yep.
Опускайте передний, опускайте передний.
Their masks are getting hit on Stuka. They gotta be on those repairs right away.
Средний тоже опусти, Антон.
У нас есть большая дырка, но просто черт
I think I've never seen the
Oh,
European
Stuka.
teams using this much the middle mast.
Срочно, и за левый борт.
Yeah. Yeah, Stuka getting shots over onto Chaos Corsair. Here it comes. Yeah, most of the EU teams are just going on front sail and back sail. And actually yesterday we saw Death Omens doing a lot of that as well. And it actually, they won semi-pro on the day. It was really nice. They won 3 out of the 4. Just like Born on Boats won 3 out of the 4 as well. So far I guess a similar situation. Here comes the Red Sea, and Stuka will be looking to turn out of there.
Yeah. Anchor turn.
And now we see Odin's Rat in a back and forth situation going on. Long shots. They're right with back to skull.
lost our mast.
In a battle to get out of the bottom. Oh no, but yeah, Odin's Wrath has lost 2 of their masts. It's only the front mast that still remains.
Oh, and the anchor was dropped?
What?
Oh,
Fuck.
what happened?
Oh fuck, dude.
Yeah,
Oh.
back to Skull. Back to Skull seems to be getting the better of that.
Yeah, we can hear that from Odin's Wrath.
Yeah, they're bracing for impact as Back to Skull unleash a very, very strong broadside attack. Now, we haven't seen too much boarding on the night.
No,
We have not seen it. The mono was spoiling us a lot during the last scrim night with a lot of boarding. But this early in the match, it makes a lot more sense to just stay back and shoot.
Well, from what I've seen, like the monos said at the last scrim that he wanted to play the... Oh, Odin's Wrath just went down.
Yep. Yeah, Back to Skull gonna ram the island, but that's okay. It's just
But that the mono wanted to play to have fun and to show people how he's boarding, so that's why he boarded that much last time.
Yeah, it was a treat. I had a lot of
And
fun
that was
casting
a
there.
treat, yeah.
I was very, I mean, the action. We miss that. There was a lot more of that style of boarding back when we had Arena 1.0 with all those chests. Now, there was also a lot of RNG, unfortunately, involved in that.
Yeah,
like the
true.
ship that gets closer to the islands with the chest and etc. But when you had like a jackpot ship with like 10 chests on board or something, like a game-winning quantity of chests, and of course you send out a border, that is just so nice. 7 minutes to go. Hostile are looking kind of slow this one. Chaos Corsair, let's go over to them because they are currently in the lead and still scoring. Death NAL in the water though.
Sono morto al timone.
No, non preoccuparti.
Eh sì, occhio che andiamo contro uno scoglio fra poco però,
Dovrebbe tornare in tempo Def.
There are a lot of people supporting Chaos Corsair. They are the team, in my opinion, that has the most legacy in Sea of Thieves Italy.
Oh.
And of course, everyone is cheering them on so they can claim the NAL title. It's a lot of pressure, but these teams are, you know, I always said it. If you want to win the NAL, you have to want it more than everyone else. You have to want it more. And these teams play in every single day. They play. They practice. But watch out. I see Hostile starting to score.
Oh. Oh, and back to third position.
Now they're in third, and they've got Stuka. They lose angle though. They're gonna lose angle, and now Stuka is the one that has the advantage.
Oh.
So Hostile in trouble right now. Stuka has the harpoon play. That's why they don't have angle. That is very well played from Stuka. They completely have Hostile on the defensive. And this is the situation that what I was saying. It's like if you get too close, you want to prevent that kind of harpoon thing from happening. Firebomb the bow.
But they returned the situation actually. Like the harpoon is not on anymore, and
yeah. Oh, Hostile
they're
seems to
returning
be
fire.
They seem to be countering. Yeah, they're reversing it. That's crazy. With 5 minutes to go, it's the comeback machine is starting to roll on all the cylinders as they climb into third. Will they have enough gas to go all the way to the first?
Allez,
4 minutes. Here comes a board from Stuka. Pana unfortunately freezes there. Oh, but they do, yeah, it does pick up the kill. So Flame Lamb stopped on ladder.
Non, non, on est 4.
Boom. Oh, and Stuka's gone down. So 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Back to Skull. Currently at the top. But they have a problem. They've lost their middle mast. They've lost their back mast. And they're currently getting shot by Odin's Wrath. Now they're turning it around. They're going to have angle on Odin's Wrath. Chaos Corsair is very close with the 5,070 points and climbing. Let's go over to Chaos Corsair, see how they're planning to secure a victory here. 3 minutes. Climax music has started.
Ok, sì.
Hanno una sola vela, attenti.
This could be huge. And this time around, it doesn't look like being in the group of 2 is going to pay off for Hostile. But it's not over until it's over. So far, all the points are being had right here in the group of 3. Chaos Corsair involved, of course, as we can see. This is huge. I mean, the game is in their pockets. If only Chaos Corsair can land the long shots, they can secure a first place. This is a big storyline for the night. Remember, guys, the first time we've seen this matchup, Chaos Corsair and Hostile in an official NAL match. Odin's Wrath has sunk again. And they hold on to 4th, but they're so close. Stuka will be looking to get their way out of the 5th position.
Chaos Corsair's
less than
climbing
2
up
minutes.
slowly to the 1st position. You never know. 2 minutes left. They can do it.
Yeah, less than 2 minutes. Will it be back to Skull at the top? Or will we see Chaos Corsair land those long shots that they need in the critical moments? Less than 1 minute to go. Chaos Corsair lining up. They see Stuka on the approach. Stuka on the approach. And all they have to do is just land these shots. They don't have to land a lot. They just have to land a little bit. Maybe even just half of what they're shooting. And it will be enough for them to win this game. It's gonna be less than 10 seconds probably.
Watching at the Hostile map, it looks like everybody's running from them. I think they're complaining about it.
Oh man, Back to Skull is also scoring. This could be one of those games that we don't know when it's over.
Until the end.
Yeah, we don't know who won until it's over. And it will be Back to
I think it
Skull.
will be Back to Skull. Well played.
You can hear
this time you can say it, Toz. GG Back to Skull.
You can hear the disappointment for Chaos Corsair, but Back to
yeah,
Skull.
they were so close.
Oh,
they played very
and Cephis. The return of Cephis.
Yeah, he did come back.
One of the absolute top helms in Europe. No doubt about it. Cephis is a player that is very missed, for sure. Because, yeah, I'm a fan of Cephis. Let's just say that. Good to see them, and congratulations, Back to Skull, picking up a win there. Let's see. Let's see how the standings shape up. So far, the French teams.
First position.
French teams are taking the night so far. Let's check this out. Indeed, you are correct. Currently, we are looking at Back to Skull at the top with 16 points. Hostile in second with 14. Chaos Corsair third with 12. Very close in the top 3. But then quite a gap there in the 4th and 5th. Both Stuka and Odin's Wrath having some difficult matches tonight. 2 more games remain.
So tight between the top three. I mean,
very tight. Yeah, for sure.
Only 4 points between the first and the third. It's only just a bad game where you finish third or fourth, and that's pretty much it. Like you get down to third. It's crazy.
That's how it is. Game 7. We'll be starting that off on Back to Skull in just a few moments, guys. I hope you're enjoying the show because this is the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh, yeah! Yeah, it is not clear yet who we'll be talking to at the end of the night. I'm still thinking.
I'm wondering. You never know.
Yeah. Well, it seems like we're gonna have a requeue.
Oh.
There will be a requeue, guys. So.
Yep.
A little bit longer wait than normal. And remember what I said about the positions at the beginning of a series. Now, whenever there is a requeue, all that changes. So we shall see the new positions. I guess that gives me time to do a more ukulele. People like it.
Actually, I was gonna ask. Let's do that.
People like it when sometimes people are hoping we have delays in the back. Yeah, behind the scenes.
Yeah. Well, it's perfect timing.
All right, let's do a song. Let's do it.
Yeah, one of the members of those two guys told me that they couldn't play on this server. That there were too much problems.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. All right, I'm gonna do it, Señorita. Let's go.
Oh.
Let's do it. Let's do it. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for you land in Miami. The air was hot from summer rain, sweat dripping of me before I even knew her name. La la la. Felt like ooh la la la, yeah, no. Sapphire moonlight, we danced for hours in the sun, tequila sunrise. Her body fit right in my hands, la la la. It felt like ooh la la la, yeah. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you know I love it when you call me señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for you locked in that hotel. There's just some things that never change. You say we're just friends, but friends don't know the way you taste. La la la. Cause you know it's been a long time coming that you let me fall. Oh, your lips undress me, hooked on your tongue. Ooh, love, your kiss is deadly, don't stop. I love it when you call me señorita. I wish I could pretend I didn't need ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be señorita. I wish it wasn't so damn hard to leave ya, but every touch is ooh la la la. It's true la la la. Ooh, I should be running. Ooh, you keep me coming for you. Hey!
Wow, that was
Hey!
amazing.
And just like that, time flies. And we're a little bit closer to watching the next two games of the Pro Division. But the good news is that, there still needs some more time. So we got time for more songs.
Let's go.
More
I've seen all the
songs.
back to school of the playing back to school that got on the chats and started to sing with you like la la la.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. All right. Let's see what I should play next.
I'm sure you got something in your sleeves.
You know what? I want to do. I think I already did this one recently, but I want to play it again. So I love this song. Let's do it.
Your choice, man.
Saturday morning, jumped out of bed and put on my best suit. Got in my car and raced like a jet all the way to you. Knocked on your door with heart in my hand to ask you a question, 'cause I know that you're an old-fashioned man. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, 'cause the answer is no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyways, so marry that girl. Marry her anyways, marry that girl. Yeah, no matter what you say, marry that girl. We'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Yeah. Rude, yeah. I hate to do this, you leave no choice. Can't live without her. Love me or hate me, we will be boys, standing at that altar. Or we will run away to another galaxy, you know. You know she's in love with me. She will go anywhere I go. Can I have your daughter for the rest of my life? Say yes, 'cause I need to know. You say I'll never get your blessing till the day I die. Tough luck, my friend, 'cause the answer's still no. Why you gotta be so rude? Don't you know I'm human too? Why you gotta be so rude? I'm gonna marry her anyways, marry that girl. Marry her anyways, marry that girl. Yeah, no matter what you say, marry that girl. We'll be a family. Why you gotta be so rude? Yeah. Rude, yeah. Hey!
Well played.
There you have it, guys. Rude by Magic. That's
it's still
up.
amazing. It's still amazing.
So Lanham says, update. There will be no sales this season. Instead, Rage Trucks is gonna make a sound for you and your team. You mean a song? I hope you mean a song and not just a sound, because making a sound is really easy.
I'm sure it's a song. I mean, you participated to the NAL song, and well,
there you have it, guys. So it's not that bad, you know. When we have delays, When we have delays, then there is no problem.
We can always do a little.
Unrelentless Force says Rage is looking for the red panties. Oh my goodness. Well, yeah, okay, so those are my songs that I like, and yeah, I'm into those kind of love songs. So sorry guys, but actually starting next week, we'll be taking the songs from the ukulele requests. So no problems there.
Well, you got to train for that, so you couldn't do that in 1 week. I mean,
Yeah, no, and I'll tell you, it's not even just that. I spent the last week doing all the cool stuff for intros and all that stuff for NA. So it's like
now it's you boys. We're gonna get the same things.
You will see it next week. Next week you will see it when you guys tune back in for League Play Week 2 EU. Big upgrades. Big upgrades. It's gonna be insane. You'll love it. And of course, really happy as well. But let's not forget, we'll be starting Game 7 on Back to Skull. It looks like lobby is looking much better this time. We should be able to get through. And here we go, guys. Game 7. Here we go.
Go.
You know, people say just give us a song. I am pretty good at writing songs.
Yeah, he is.
I will say that first part of the NAL song, I wrote that one, which is there's a rumor and it's true. There's a league of fearless pirates. They fight upon the seas, and notorious they shall be. That was literally how I sent that I sent that audio file like that, exactly like that, to Freya and her friend Jack Green, and then the magic happened, and we have an amazing song for the NAL. Huge shout out to both of them. Here we go though. Who will get the first shots of the match? It's a fresh spawns, so we don't know exactly the deal here. It looks like Back to Skull is gonna get a spawn between. It's that blue. That would be Hostile. I guess so. Hostile on one side and maybe Chaos Corsair on the other. That's a tough spawn to get. Yeah, they're just passing by Chaos Corsair. The first minute of the game is so far it's just about teams, I guess, just trying to figure out what kind of spawn they got. Odin's Rat doing pretty good in the beginning, but we're about to see a head-on collision between Stuka and Back to Skull. And here comes the firebombs. This is something I want to really highlight, that one. I mean, he didn't quite get the firebomb I wanted to say, but you want to go for the bow, the stage, where the harpoons rest, because that will stop your team from getting harpooned probably, or at least it will help keep the person off that. But let's go to Odin's Wrath, who have gone so far in this game.
Yeah, repair, fast repair, because we're
getting an early lead.
With blue. Alright. Shoot cannons on right side.
Okay, I'm still on the 20.
Yeah, that's quite a strong start for Odin's Wrath.
I can't hear what you're saying.
Getting in the thousands already.
I'm on the permabale.
Oh god. Okay. That's what I'm saying. I was like,
I'm sorry, guys.
You guys shoot cannons. Whoever's done
I just can't contain that one. It's just like, oh man, it's not that bad.
Go repair, Shadow.
It's not that bad, Red. You guys are doing good. Your team is recovering pretty good.
Yeah, we lost the angle. We lost the angle.
Where are the bells?
Yeah, let it down. Let it down. Let it go. Let it go down. Let it go down.
Let it go down. Okay.
Oh, they're calling for the. They're calling for us, just letting it go. Okay, well, I mean, it's only 2 minutes.
Dude, okay, this is the
Yeah, it's only 2 minutes.
Whenever we
Like,
are
let's
in front,
go.
I'm not gonna get us in
to recover.
Non ce la faccio, non ho niente. È morto uno.
Check out what Chaos Corsair is up to. A little bit blurry from that now. See if I can refresh that for us and get us a little bit better perspective.
Bottom one is quite blurry for me too.
Yeah, I'm refreshing. Yeah, it helped a little bit.
Oh, because he's streaming in 270p. That's why. IG's is, yeah, he's streaming in 270p. So
yeah.
At least we got his point of view.
Yeah. Better than nothing.
Exactly.
Teams in the NAL are all required to have at least 2 people streaming. Well, I mean, really, everyone needs to stream, but some people, either their computer or their internet connection is just not strong enough to support the streaming, but they're really good and very talented players, so we don't want to take away their chance to play. But teams know they need to provide at least 2 perspectives.
Yes.
Here comes this broadside. Chaos Corsair really... Wow, this is nasty.
Yeah.
Stuka in trouble. They're gonna knock every mast down just with...
Yeah, mast down.
Yeah, here comes chain shots. Oh man, this is crazy.
Only the front mat is left, and it's not.
This is when you start thinking...
But scuttling.
That... Well, okay, for Stuka, yeah, think of the scuttle, for sure. But...
Okay.
But for the others, think about coming in. Oh yeah, they did scuttle.
There we go, they scuttle. Yeah, but for the others, yeah, to come and stop the farming as soon as possible.
C'è Calber, hai ragione.
Sì.
Ci sono.
C'è una sirena in mare a destra.
Ok. Bella lontana, aspetta un attimo e poi riguardo.
Bene.
Rientrano, chiamatele. Ok, le mie stanno entrando.
No.
Le mie stanno entrando, ricarico.
Carico.
Merda, non ho preso le prove.
Che ho la sirena scomparsa.
This is crazy to watch as Chaos Corsair just takes over this game. And they're fighting hostile and really letting them have it. Hitting almost every single shot perfectly. Now Chaos Corsair does have the main mast knocked down, but they're not having any problems with their repairs. And it doesn't look like Hostile is really ready to really return fire on this one. They'll be looking to reset, live to fight another day.
Back to skull just went down.
Yeah, back to skull. Oh.
Back to the third position. They were second.
Yeah.
Got to third.
And if we see Hostile, they're finally starting to get the water under control. And they have a broadside with Stuka on their left.
Nice, continue.
Non, mais juste j'avais 2 trous, j'arrivais pas à écoper en fait.
Allez.
Je me ramollis au secours.
C'est le moment de faire
We're
le point.
seeing again the top 3 in the overall standings are also the top 3 in the in-game standings too. It's Odin's Wrath and Stuka who are currently at the bottom in this game with 8 minutes to go.
Ouais, là, 4 à tirer, ça va aller là.
Tirez pas en bas.
De toute façon, ils vont se barrer là, ils n'ont plus l'angle.
Je vais chain shot.
Les 13.
Stuka doesn't seem to touch fire anymore.
No, they are just trying
Yeah,
to get
it
out,
looks
but
like
here comes the chain shots. Oh man, and I think they did they manage? Yeah, all the mass down for Stuka.
Oh.
Oh, this could be the farm that takes Hostile to first. If Chaos Corsair doesn't interrupt it, are they far? No, they're not. They're still putting the pressure. Yeah, this is very good from Chaos Corsair. Hostile is gonna be looking to keep farming and getting the points they need, but Chaos Corsair is right there. They're not gonna let this farm get out of control.
And actually, the farm is in the Red Sea. Like both Stuka and Hostile are in the Red Sea, yeah.
Maybe that's why Chaos Corsair is just chilling. They're trying to cut off their exit from the Red Sea, maybe. Yeah.
Actually, like
Chaos Corsair is about to get so many points. First on Stuka, and then if they sink Stuka here and they transition to Hostile,
that could be a great thing for, yeah.
Could be amazing.
Chaos Corsairs.
Stuka goes down. So here comes the transition. And it's Hostile in the Red Sea. Yeah, they are. They're just literally... They're trying to come out of the red. And they're gonna go from the red into Chaos Corsair.
I don't know which is worst.
Well, to be fair though, Hostile, it's not like they're sailing straight into the broadside. They're going on the parallel, but that's the difference though. On this parallel, Chaos Corsair is not in the red, but Hostile is. So Hostile is fighting the environment and Chaos Corsair. Chaos Corsair is only fighting Hostile. This is gonna be very intense, but you have to be giving all the credit here to Chaos Corsair. I mean, it's hard to imagine how Hostile doesn't struggle here big time. I mean, Chaos Corsair has all the momentum, everything. Is Hostile coming out of the red? Yeah, they are. But look at the crisis. They have 3 people in buckets. Nobody can do anything other than repair. And that means Chaos Corsair can just farm for free with 4 people on cannons. We see they extend their lead right now. It's crazy. Pana will be looking to join the cannon and broadside, but can't just relax. I mean, it's still pretty bad. Crisis. With 5 minutes to go, it's really on Durano to kind of... Oh man, it's already middle table here. 3 on buckets. Chaos Corsair is absolutely teeing off. Here comes the ram. It's gonna put a lot more holes. A lot more holes on Hostile.
Great time for Chaos Corsairs to try board.
Oh my goodness, Psycho's Wrath is on cannons. Oh, this is so risky. This is gonna be a sink probably. Hostile. Yeah, you don't want to do that. That is... You don't... To put 2 people on great bucketing like that, it's almost never gonna work. Almost never gonna work. And that means... Unreal. Chaos Corsair with the cutoff there.
Yes.
That was insane. They really patrolled the exit out of the Red Sea. And in a very commanding fashion, they put Hostile right into 3rd place. Now back to Skull is joining this scenario here. They want to get that 1st place, and if they do, they need to get control over Chaos Corsair. I have a feeling they might.
Very good from the Chaos.
They might do a board, maybe. 4 minutes. That's crazy. And Chaos Corsair held on to their specials. You can see them. Or unless that's... Man. Is that Stuka? Yeah, it is. It is Stuka. Let's go back over to back to Skull, because I don't know why their perspective seems a bit weird. I'll try to fix that one in the meantime.
Chaos Corsairs have pretty much secured the victory for themselves. Like, it's pretty much a fight for the 2nd place between Hostile and back to Skull.
Yeah, this one, I think we'll... If it ends like this, I think we'll see... Oh, Hostile has...
Skull and Hostile.
It's gonna be very close. It might be...
Yeah, it's gonna be very, very close.
Extremely close. at the top 3. But then again, look at that. Stuka and Odin's Wrath. 4th and 5th again in this game. Game 7.
Oh, it looks like Hostile has taken the lead on Back to Skull.
Yeah, 2 minutes to go.
2 minutes to go. Everything could happen between for the second place. The first place is wrapped up
Yeah,
for good.
pretty much.
Because
But
they're
here
still
comes
Stuka.
Yeah, Back to Skull is identifying Hostile. They know they want the second place, so they are about to come in on this broadside. But Hostile is getting shots first. Well, actually, they didn't really hit. They shot, but they didn't really land.
Oh.
And now it's Back to Skull. The game is really in their hands, but they have to win this broadside.
So tight.
Back to Skull definitely looking for the sync on Hostile. And Hostile is also fighting Odin's Wrath too at the same time. Let's not forget. So this is crazy. I mean, Hostile in the fight with Chaos Corsair, fighting the environment and fighting Chaos Corsair at the same time. And then now here in the battle with Back to Skull, fighting Back to Skull and Odin's Wrath also at the same time. The amount of going for a board, this is what I'm talking about. We know how important it is to get the sync. Will it be? Is it meant to be a Damano board? Here comes the ladder, and Pana is watching. Here comes the blunder, and Damano. Oh, it's still dodging up and weaving. Goes for the coconut. Will he recatch ladder? Oh, yeah. Oh, he gets the coconut. Gets another coconut. Ah!
Oh,
that's it though. No ladder more. Oh my goodness.
No ladder.
I can't believe he managed to get the coconut in between though.
Problem is that they might have gotten more points from cannons than trying to board, because Hostile looks like a team that watched ladders.
Yep, but look at this. Chaos Corsair over 10,000 points this game. Hostile in 2nd. Back to Skull 3rd. Odin in 4th. And Stuka in 5th.
That was very well played from the Chaos Courses. Like, getting the Hostile close to the Red Sea, I mean, stuck in the Red Sea, and having a strong broadside on them, that was very well played. And that got them the victory for sure.
That was extremely smart. And now let's check it out. We have one more game to go in the Pro Division.
I think Back to Skull and Hostile will have the same amount of points.
Oh, yeah.
But I wonder who's going to be first. Might be
watch this. Watch this. Watch this. That's right, guys. 3-way tie at the top. Chaos Corsair, Hostile,
that's crazy,
and Back to Skull are tied with 21 points. Odin's Wrath and Stuka have had a very hard time all night so far. They've had swaps back and forth between 4th and 5th. But I guess going into game 8, we have no idea who will be interviewing for the Pro Division.
That's like, nothing is sure. Like, it's just the next team to win, pretty much. Like, we can.
Yeah.
I'm wondering.
We will be starting game 8 with Chaos Corsair. Where are those Chaos Corsair fans in the chat? 3-way tie.
A lot of them. Like, when
Mandala.
they did that tactic, Hostile, that was. I've seen a lot of Let's Go cows.
Yeah. Smiley faces.
Smiley faces there.
Mandala going with the Chaos Corsairs. Yeah, man. A lot of people from Sea of Thieves Italy are definitely cheering on. And even, we see, of course, some of the NA teams also going for Chaos Corsair. That was really good. And I see some Let's Go Hostiles too. Go Chaos, go Hostile. Well, I mean, who are we gonna hear? It could be Chaos Corsair, it could be Hostile, it could be Back to Skull. We just don't know. My own preference. I kind of want to talk to Back to Skull because I want to hear back from Cephis. I really
Oh,
want to
you
hear
want
back.
to hear Safi's? Yeah.
I don't know
understand that.
we'll get to hear it back from Sufis though, but that's kind of my preference. We'll see.
Now back to the game. The fourth and last game for the pro
do
is Todd.
È una cosa che dovrebbero sapere tutti, madonna.
Stai zitto. Magari non lo sanno.
Vabbè. Ma anche mio nonno, cazzo. Che
Chaos
grande.
Corsair.
Zitto.
Very, very strong. And they understood very well that they had to put the pressure on Hostile. And they did that absolutely perfectly. It is unbelievable how close it is at the top. And what a rain of cannonballs. That's crazy.
Wow.
Back to skull.
Looks like a rainbow.
Yeah, they made it was insane. They matched each
Wow.
other's arc perfectly. It was back to skull, and I'm not sure who was the other team. It was probably either Hostile, I guess. It was insane.
That was insane.
Insane.
That
Yeah, it was.
beautiful.
Back to skull and Hostile are spawning beside each other, and they're making rainbows at the beginning of every game.
Si allontana.
Uh-oh, Chaos Corsair losing the front mast. They're taking fire from Hostile on one side, and they've got Back to Skull on the other. So that could be a bit tricky if Back to Skull decides to focus on them, but I don't think so because
Seems like they're going
they're going for Stuka, yeah. Thank you so much for the follows, guys. We really, really appreciate it.
Fai un check, fai un check.
Ok. Def, fai. Ok. Io. Mi è laggato l'albero. Non l'ho visto
Ok, ci siamo. Sempre a destra?
Let's go to Odin's Wrath, who are getting the better of the early
job,
game
boys.
so far.
That's what I want to see, baby.
Could it be a little comeback for the returning champions?
Are we
You never
good?
know.
Yeah, they're having a difficult time so far in week 1, but again, they're 3 weeks in league play.
Exactly.
Drop front,
It's
please.
only week 1.
And really, if you're struggling, you would be aiming for that the 3rd spot, but that's the thing where it's really hard because there's that 3-way tie for 1st, so that means
Oh, they broke my wheel. They broke my wheel.
the climb to 3rd is just as hard as the climb to 1st.
We're in the
Yeah,
broadside, boys.
true.
'Cause you might lose the.
Definitely is. I've
Thank
just seen
you.
Back to Skull thinking, actually.
Keep it up, keep it up,
Oh.
keep it up, keep it up.
Thank you so much for the bits. Really appreciate the support. Yaya is tired.
I got you,
Quite
I
a
got you.
special name.
I have a feeling that I said something inappropriate.
Why? Oh,
I don't
you
know.
think it's
I
tricky name just to...
I hope not.
Oh, wow. I won't say it just in case, but
Got a kill.
I hope it wasn't. Oh. Odin's Wrath getting a hard time.
Yeah, Odin's Wrath has to watch out. They just
One
gotta
man.
take some time
I'm
to
turning behind.
disengage, but I think Hostile is the one that's shooting them.
They're sneaking behind them.
Oh yeah.
It's Hostile. Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
getting flanked. Oh, the Houseman is gone. Red Potato is down.
Yeah, main mast is gone. It's a bit of a sandwich. Well, actually, Hostile are gonna lose angle. They'll
I think
transition.
Odin's Wrath is pretty much gone. Yeah, they just let it go.
Yeah.
That's sad. They were doing quite good.
Yeah, they started very strong, but
Yeah, that was a very good, strong start from Odin's Wrath.
Chaos Corsair
Fanno molto lenti,
It's
ma
going
stanno andando.
very strong also.
Incatenata.
They're going for Stuka.
Un quarto di quadretto neanche.
And hitting the masts too. Long shots. Oh, I see the +5, so they pick up a kill too.
Looks like Chaos Coasters won the win tonight.
Yeah, it looks like
They're
that.
giving everything they got. Wow.
It looks like that.
They're doing really great. Hitting these long shots.
11 minutes. They are currently in the group of 2. Close to the Red Sea as well. That NAL making sure to keep awareness on that.
Nice, dai. Possiamo ancora tenerli dietro, eh?
This is crazy though. They're able to
Dopotutto è l'unica nave che
hit.
abbiamo.
Oh, they hit the wheel and another kill. No way,
Oh.
dude. That's crazy.
Wow.
Look at this.
That's on Stuka, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
on Stuka.
The helm. They
Stuka's
hit the
starting
wheel
to
and it got the
fire.
kill. We see it right there. Flame Lamb working on the revive.
Oh.
But let's head over back to Chaos Corsair.
Va bene. Sono morto.
They got this orbit with Stuka in the group of 2.
Ok, no problem.
I guarantee you, if no one comes in to put a stop to this, Chaos Corsair is gonna win the game off of this.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm thinking
so,
that they might be one that we're gonna interview.
So if you're hostile, I mean,
Better
look at that. They're way off. They're nowhere near Chaos Corsair, so it's a bit scary.
Looks like the first game between Hostile and Back to School.
Yeah, when you put all your destiny or whatever like in the hands of other people, that's when it gets scary.
Yeah.
Because I mean, 9 minutes to go. I mean, Hostile did it before. I mean, they got caught up in a 6-minute farm that got them the game. So that's a strong thing. It's very, very strong. Chaos Corsair has been going back and forth here for a while with Stuka. It doesn't look like Stuka wants to stop. I mean, they're actually getting.
Yeah,
like they're getting the better of it. They seem to be getting the better of it now.
They're returning fire. So, and they actually killed one of the audience Chaos Corsairs players.
Yeah.
Немножко хотя бы. Все нормально. Дальше я сам.
8 minutes.
Я не терпаю больше.
And Chaos Corsair is just going and
just
going and going. They have moments like now, for example, where they have all 4 on cannons. You just cannot expect to win in the NAL if you're gonna let a team.
Oh, actually, Chaos Corsairs is in quite a bigger trouble because it's all mass down, and they're close to an island, so they can't move much. 1 man down too.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Like, it's fine. As you know, you can
Yeah,
lose
it's
all
still
your masts.
fine.
You can lose all your masts as long as you're in a 2-ship battle. It is perfectly fine. There's no problem.
Oh, got 1 kill on
Taijis goes down. Oh man, that NAL is maintaining awareness so well. You see him go down to take a look at the map table to make sure this is still just the group of 2, and yeah, it is. I mean, literally nobody is doing anything about this. Hostile and Back to Skull, they're just canceling each other out in the equation, and it's now Chaos Corsair who's just they want. I mean, they could break the record again. I mean, at this point, that's what you think. It's the same situation. Born on Boat was in second. We wouldn't want to scuttle. Stuka is currently in second. Why would they want to scuttle?
Yeah,
and Chaos Corsair just wants they want to break their own record. I mean, this is what you do. All 4 on cannons. It's pretty much secured that we'll be talking to Chaos Corsair.
Oh yeah, 10,000 points and 7 minutes to go. Yeah, that's pretty much sure.
Sopra. Spariamo sopra adesso, raga. Spariamo sopra nella zona del timone, sì.
I mean, look at them. They can't believe it. And I'm honestly not gonna turn to any other perspective. I will literally sit here and watch Chaos Corsair farm for the next 6 minutes, because this is the message. Like, if you're in the group of 2, Like that, this could easily happen. So being in the group of 3, is that worth it? Is that worth it? I don't know. That NAL goes down. 6 minutes to go. Chaos Corsair is already over 10k. And for them to get over 15k maybe? I don't know. I mean that to me is not crazy. They could. They're already 11k. 5 minutes. 11k. This is crazy. I want to see if that NAL goes back to look at the map table though, because I mean I just find this so hard to believe that no one is coming to put a stop to this. I mean they're just farming, literally just farming. Here's that NAL. Can't believe it. He literally can't believe it. It's no one even close. That said, everybody gave up on first.
Oh yeah.
Everybody gave up on first a long time ago. Now it's just Chaos Corsair that says, okay guys, record. Let's go. Maybe we beat our own record.
They're in a good wave to do that.
This is crazy.
Because I'm sure that Stuka won't let go. They're getting a good farm out of it.
Yeah, no, Stuka's kind of happy there. I mean, they've been getting 4th and 5th. If they can get a 2nd place here, they'll be very happy. And of course, the teams are not going for lower decks at this. You know, they want points, so you want to hit top deck. They want to hit top deck, and they get kills. Stuka actually goes down. Oh wow!
Oh, so
they call for the scuttle immediately. This is so genius from Chaos Corsair because they know they are so far. They are so far from everyone else. They understand that. So now let's see if they spawn close.
Tutti gli altri sono a nord-est della mappa e si stanno impaninando i viola. Meglio.
Let's see how close they spawn to the rest of the pack. Chaos Corsair.
Okay, bye, let's go.
Did it work?
3 minuti.
Oh, I see Galleon's Grave, and I know the other fight was close to Marauder's Arch. Or was it either that or Kraken? No, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're quite far. Like they might just get back.
It didn't really work. Yeah, it didn't really work.
Oh, that was nice. Nicely tried. I mean,
it's better than sailing back from where they were.
Exactly.
I mean,
it's only 1,000 points, and they had so much points that they're sure that they'll get to first.
I guess let's go fight. Let's see the fight for 2nd.
Well, actually, Hostile is getting a hard time. I think.
Hostile
saying that.
Hostile sinks.
Oh, they sink.
And that puts them in 4th.
3 minutes
back
before the
to
end.
Skull. Look, back to Skull is 5th. This is the best case scenario for Chaos Corsair. It literally doesn't get better than this for Chaos Corsair. Their biggest 2 rivals in the overall standings are 4th and 5th.
We have to move forward. We have to move away. We have to move away.
So smart from them.
Go behind them then.
That was
Yeah, but we lost our sails. We lost our masts.
Basically now a
We lost all our
fight for
masts.
the 2nd place. 2 minutes to go.
Oh, Odin's Wrath is struggling though. They've lost every mast.
Yeah, but now green is also on us.
Now here comes back to Skull. They're looking to get up from the bottom of the scoreboard. This is crazy. 2 minutes remaining, and back to Skull is starting to hit. They have a lot of speed, but Seth is working on the sails, slowing down a little bit.
And Stuka is gonna get flanked on the left side by Hostile.
Yeah, Hostile currently in 5th. Less than a minute to go. Demano goes for a board on Odin's Wrath. On the ladder, Demano, gets, but gets the, oh my goodness, it's crazy. They're just trying to hold it. They're trying not to sink, but Demano's going, oh, he's just picking up the kills. Oh man, that sends
Moto yelling yes.
literally sends Odin's Wrath to the bottom. Stuka, yeah, and then it sends back the Skull to third. I mean, that's huge. Let's see if Hostile has anything up their sleeves in the last moments. It's just relying on long shots. It doesn't look very likely. Stuka will be very happy. They got 4 on cannons. Shots. It's the end of the game. Really, I mean, it's a story of Chaos Corsair just being very smart. Very, very smart. They're gonna end the night at the top of the standings. Very well played. Stuka in second. Back to Skull in third. Hostile fourth. Odin's Wrath fifth. That was a slaughter. Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Very good from Chaos Corsair.
Yeah, let's check out to see how we finish the overall standings. And here we have it, guys. This is the end of the week 1 of League Play. Chaos Corsair at the top with a 4-point cushion. Back to Skull in second with 26 points. Hostile in third with 24. Stuka in fourth with 14 points. And Odin's Wrath in fifth with 10 points. So that means we will be talking to members of Chaos Corsair.
And they deserve it. They deserve it so much.
Very well deserved. Very, very well deserved, for sure. Let's see if we can talk to them. It's gonna be very nice.
Hello?
Thank you. Okay, we're starting to get the members of...
Yay!
Hello, everybody.
Hey!
Very nice. Very nice.
Well
Let's
played,
wait.
you guys. Very well
Thank
played.
you. Thank you.
Wait for
What's up?
Taijis.
Yeah.
There we go. Okay, guys. So all the members of Chaos Corsair joining us in here, and I gotta say, oh, we've missed you. It's been a while, but hey, you're
Yeah.
back.
Hey.
You're back right here, right here where you belong, at the top. So today,
Thank you very much.
today was a very interesting matchup because it was gonna be the first time that Chaos Corsair and Hostile went at each other in official NAL games.
Yeah.
And my goodness, that play when you guys cut them off at the edge of the Red Sea, we were just going crazy. That was so smart.
That was really well played. Amazingly played.
Yeah, I mean,
did
you
very
guys,
well.
you guys forced Hostile to fight against you and also the environment at the same time. It was very smart. And then just the last game, we thought maybe you guys were gonna go for another record. It was amazing. You really are impressing everyone, and I'm sure everyone from the official Sea of Thieves Italy is gonna be very proud of you. You have a lot of supporters there, and well, we know that you're always hungry for the NAL title and those NAL sales.
Yeah, absolutely. We are very hungry.
Yeah, and it also helps when Taijis is not doing the scuttle to desktop. It helps.
Oh yeah, I actually risked that again one time, like in the second game. I don't know.
You did it again?
Oh no! I was close.
Oh, okay.
Close goal.
And it also helps that you didn't ram into any rocks and flip your boat over as well.
Well.
Anyways, you guys are amazing. You're a very talented team. Everybody knows that. So nice. But for those people that are living under a rock and they've only heard of Chaos Corsair now for the first time, what is the one thing that people should remember about Chaos Corsair?
Well,
the one thing.
Maybe the thing that even if we're not gonna like win things, we're still gonna be there to fight and to have fun at the same time, because we really like this opportunity to just how to say test our skills, and also bringing like a lot of fun, like table flip or stuff like that.
Yeah.
Table flip.
Nice, nice. That's awesome. Yeah, no, you guys are always in. You always give it your best, and you always having fun. We often hear you guys laughing and just having a good
Yeah,
time. So that's so important. You play best when you're having fun. I'm excited for next
Exactly.
week. We will be bringing all the amazing things, the team intros, the full production. It's gonna be in effect
Whoa.
for next week. So, oof.
That's nice.
If you guys,
Yeah, finally.
That's really
if you
exciting.
guys saw
Yeah,
it
yeah.
yesterday from NA, it was a lot of really cool stuff, and I'm excited to bring that level to EU as well. It's gonna be super
Oh.
nice.
It's gonna be nice.
I can't wait.
Oh yeah.
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 So, ooh. Let's go,
Gotta
that now.
see.
All right, let's go. Okay, victory song.
Oh.
Okay, I literally lowered the music. Let's go, Dead Nell. Play your victory song. Let's go.
I can't.
You can't.
Whoa.
Oh, you're gonna
What's
tease
that?
us. You're gonna
Yeah.
tease us like that. Okay, you like to tease us. Come on.
Maybe
Come on,
maybe
just
I'll
play
play
the
it if we
guitar.
win.
In the finals.
Yeah. Come on, come on.
I
do it.
play it in the finals. Yeah.
Okay.
The
All right,
finals.
you heard it there.
Alright.
That Nell is gonna give us a special treat in the finals. So, okay. Cool. Anyways, guys, an absolute honor to cast your games. You are absolutely amazing, and we're really glad to have a team as talented as you here in the Notorious Arena League, home of the best crews on the seas. Oh, yeah. We'll be back next week with week 2 of League Play. Congratulations, Chaos Corsair, and all the supporters
Thank you.
from
Thank
Sea of
you.
Thieves, Italy. You guys are amazing, and best of luck next week.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much, guys.
See ya.
See you
See
guys.
ya,
See ya,
boys.
everyone.
Yeah.
Well played.
Bye bye.
Thank
See
you.
Well
ya.
played.
Thanks.
Well played, guys. Well played. So we saw very intense matches. That was pretty
Oh,
crazy. It was
That was
tied
amazing.
going up until the last game. That's where really Chaos Corsair really turned it
Until
up.
the very end.
Really
And then
showing
between
the
Back to School and Hostel,
Yeah.
for the third place actually.
yeah,
Still
really
tight. So good.
really showing their experience. But anyways, guys, it's been an absolute honor. I hope you guys enjoyed sweaty arena matches. You can see it. EU brings it. Next week, I'm super excited to bring you guys upgraded NAL broadcast, because you know it. We're always improving the experience for everybody, the players, the viewers, staff. So make sure you give it a follow, because the action is picking up. We got NAL all the way through to the end of November, and then December is the off season. We'll have lots of cool little spin-offs of NAL style stuff, so it'll be cool. You'll hear more details as we get a little bit closer. Hagen, it's been a pleasure casting with you.
So is it to me.
You'll be joining us for the rest of the season. Huge shout out
Oh, yeah.
again to the people over at Sea of Thieves Friends and their Skullball production. We can't wait to hear more about that. And as you guys know, your support is the lifeline of the NAL. We love to be able to give back to the community. So today we will be rating Hardware Guy, one of the biggest supporters of the NAL. Hardware Guy. Let's give him some love, guys. And as we get ready for that raid, I'm going to play the credits so you guys know the huge team effort that it takes to put on the NAL. It's really, really amazing. And you also get to listen to another NAL song, The Notorious Shanty by Freya Catherine. Thank you for joining us today. Have a wonderful week, guys. Peace.
Peace.
out upon the seas, and notorious they shall be. They sail for gleaming gold, and for glory, and for fame. Any foe who meets them wouldn't dare to speak their name. Yo-ho, here we go, for riches or ruin, a sailing we'll go. Yo-ho, into the fray, we'll best any pirate who gets in our way. Yo-ho, to battle we sail, for fortune and victory, or death if we fail. Yo-ho, the battle is won, but mark me, the war here has only begun. So say, O ye ruffians, for fortune and fame, in hopes that the cup of victory will soon bear your name.
Really intense night of games.